All right, let's try round two. I hear that the music sounds okay. How's the speech? Minus the beer factor. Minus the beer factor. How's the speech? Better this time? Nope, still bad. Holy smokes. I wonder if it's because I got snowed on. There was like ice rain coming down when I was sitting in my car and I was holding the phone in my hand. Maybe something got in the microphone on the way to the car. Is it at least tolerable? Like if you guys just talk to yourselves and then listen to me a little bit, it's not too crazy, is it? If so, I'll just show some things. Y'all know my next giveaway is going pretty soon. Yeah, I think it's probably something with my phone. It's got to be because I have full bars like you can't even imagine. Clayton says he thinks I can continue. Well, the beef jerky's for me. I'm not giving that away. Anyways, so during my next giveaway, that really blacked out the camera. I got a whole bunch of hooks. Once again, I got 3 packs of the Berkeley Trilene Big Gang or Big Cat. Oh my god, I keep blocking that light up. Let me turn my other light on so I don't fade out. That should help with the fade out. I got 3 more packs of the Berkeley 40-pound Big Game. These I still have from my last giveaway that I didn't give them all out. I have a whole bunch of sinker slides. Plus a couple Amazon cards. What's going on, Ernie? The hog snatcher in the house? But anyways, yeah, so I'm starting to get my packages built up for that next giveaway for all the fishing community people. Once I do post it, there will be rules like obviously you have to be subscribed for so long. And Shark Smith Angling, what's going on? Lance McCool guy, what's going on? But it will also be like only fishing people. Now, it is one cool thing. I've already shipped a few things across the border now, so I know how to deal with that. I know what it average kind of cost. So people from overseas will be eligible for it. And Miss Valerie Irwin is actually joining me a solid too. If somebody wins the gift card from overseas, she has the UK account. So if somebody from the UK wins the giveaway for the Amazon card, she will be able to help me out with that. I'm kind of mad about this audio situation. I've never had that issue. I'm just thinking it might have been because I was getting snowed on the way to the car, and I was holding the phone, and there was a bunch of like ice, rain, and snow coming down. So something might have gotten in the microphone area. What's up, JBT? Lady Free Flow, hello, hello. So I'm sounding like a robot then, right? I hate that when I'm watching a show and the robot kicks in. Refresh StreamYard. That's what I try to do. I'll try it one more time, but I left and refreshed. I even restarted a new stream. That's why it's called round 2. I completely closed out and started a new stream. But here, let me try to refresh. there we go. I just refreshed. It sounds terrible, and I have big headphones on. Uh-oh. You might want to remove one of the headphones. I've never had that before. I've never, ever once had a microphone issue. This would be the first time. And I have 5 full bars, so it's not like, I'm literally like 5 feet from my modem. So it's not a connection issue. That's usually what causes it. I'm going to be mad if I end up just saying, oh, hell with it. I'm not going to be here tonight because it's awful audio. For a second, I was in for a second, but not chatting. Did you end up getting your background music to work? Yeah, I did yesterday. If you're talking about yesterday. What's going on, Rex Blocker? No, I did not spill local on it. The only thing that got my phone wet today was when I was walking to the car after work. I was like looking to see what was going on, and it was kind of raining a little bit out there. What's going on, big movie fan? Try some headphone mic. I don't have any of that. Eileen or Eliana, I still don't know how to say it. I always feel bad. I read it as Eileen, but I always say Eliana. Thanks for the virtual hug. Yeah, stay home and be safe. All right, Retire Rick, have a good one. Yeah, I don't have any headphones or external mics or none of that. Trying to look out here. It's not none of my settings out there. They're all the same as they always are. I mean, is it horrible enough that I should just not be live tonight, or? I did, Lady Flo. This is my second stream, hence the title. Like, I actually ended my last stream and deleted my own stream and started new. Do you have headphones? No. That's what we were talking about a minute ago. I don't have any headphones or external mic or none of that type thing. Nope. No laptop. Hey, Kelly King, what's going on? Apparently my audio sucks. I don't know what's going on. I've never done that before. So, but they're telling me I sound like a robot or whatever. That my audio sucks. See ya, Old Oak. And I'm tending to agree with them. Everybody's leaving a lot earlier than normal. Maybe the audio is that bad. Miss Barnett says it's getting better, but he said just stay on, elbow cough. That must be one of those YouTube icons. They never come through. Bubbled, garbled sound is slowly starting to clear out. Huh. Maybe I should have thrown the phone in some rice when I came home. But I had a phone call that was kind of important, so I was on the phone for a while. It's getting better. All right, if it's getting better, yeah. Maybe I should let it dry a little more. Hey, what's going on, hand me down? It's getting better for me also. All right. If you're all cool with it, I'll leave it sitting up there for a minute. Sing us a song, it'll go away. Sing us a song, Mr. Piano Man. Dark Side said this is getting better also. Save those, do not eat dry facts. They work. That's better than rice. Oh, you mean those little silicone or whatever they are? I know what you're talking about. They're in like packs of beef jerky and stuff. So like, do not eat this pack of plastic. Well, no shit. You didn't need to tell me not to eat a package of plastic with some bees in it. But no, that just sucks. I've never had a microphone issue except for like when it's windy outside. Well, I might keep them then because I eat beef jerkies all the time. Like now tonight, I just have a Slim Jim. I went to the gas station. They had buy one get one free of these big old monster Slim Jims with Tabasco flavor. I love these things. So it was buy one get one free. So I grabbed a couple. I had a couple earlier. Now I'm about to eat another one. Cause they had to put it on there because I ate it once. You ate one of the little plastic bags that say "Do not eat." Yeah, that's what I said earlier. No cap. I was like, maybe I need to drop it in some rice. I've done that before. Heck yeah, Lance. You got thrown that ice. Show some videos, man. I don't know if you noticed it, by the way, but I pinned your comment the other day, even though it's 4 months after the fact. I just realized that that was literally the first time you ever met me. Was from my goofy little short with the bluegill and the catfish and the gar and all that, and the different species of catfish. That was about 4 months ago, but that was the first time you connected with me. I know, Andy. That's what everybody's been saying. I've already ended the feed and came back. I also refreshed StreamYard twice. It's going to have to be what it is. If it's that bad where you can't hear it, feel free to drop out and I'll see you next time, brother. I appreciate you dropping by, but I guess I'm just going to roll with it. Some people say it's getting better for them. All right, cool, Lance. Yeah, it was just funny. I was scrolling through and I saw that and I was like, holy smacks, it's been 4 months already. I think it is too, Valerie. What sucks, I mean, it's a brand new phone. Remember, I just lost my phone recently and I just bought this one. So it sucks that it got wet, but I was walking to the car and I was like doing this and looking at the notifications and stuff on the way to the car and it got wet. So if it keeps me in terrible, I guess I'll just cut it tonight. It kind of sucks, man. I had a long day. I want to come home and chill out and enjoy myself with you guys for a little while. So what's going on, Kyle, Father? Hey, you're welcome, man. You put out good stuff. And I like to get around, so. Yeah, I actually work open to close the next 2 days. So my next 2 days are around 11 hours each. Saturday and Sunday, I work 11 a.m. to around 10 p.m. My dog is running around. I'll be right back. He wants to go out. I can hear him. I'm back. Is the audio still horrible? Robotic? I hate that normally. That's why I might just say, I heck with it tonight. Hey, what's going on, Jim? It's not that bad on my end. But Valerie is like, yeah, it's still bad. I'm getting like mixed reviews here. Some people apparently it seems all right. Some people are like, it's horrible, and some people are like, getting better. That's like 166, 33, and 0. I'm getting so mixed reviews. Clayton. Talk slow, like one word at a time. I wanna see something real quick. David says I can hear, but a little rough. Monotone is my voice already, isn't it? I thought I thought I was already a monotone type speaker. Dang, Mike, you got the COVID robotic voice. It's the government implants. Hey, leave that on the sideline, man. You trying to get me canceled by YouTube? We talk about no government implants. You don't get me kicked off YouTube. It sounds like you're thumbing your Adam's apple. Now, I will say I am a little stuffed up tonight. I've been out in the cold weather. So maybe that's the whole deal. I don't know. But ain't nobody ever said nothing about my audio. So this kind of has me like, what the heck? I, I, uh, I am a little congested and stuff though. What's going on, 217? Sorry, I just gotta scroll back here. Uh, what was the guy on MTV back in the day? Max Headroom. You talk about the Max Headroom. That guy. I know who you're talking about. Sounds like we were going 55 miles down the lake and you're trying to tell us something. Well, roll the windows up, Alicia. Put 10 foil over your head. Y'all killing me here. Uh, on a boat. I would say motoring, but I might get slapped with a fine from Murillo. It has nothing to do with your voice. It's electronic. All right. It's probably the phone then. Thank you, Valerie. Everybody else cracking jokes. Valerie's like, shit, I'm just going to tell her how it is. But I mean, it's up to y'all. Like, all right, throw a thumb up. Like, should I just roll with it? Or throw a thumb down if I should, like, cut the freaking feed tonight? Like, completely and just be like, all right, I'll see y'all later and take my ass to bed. If y'all want to chit chat for a while and hang out and listen to my robotic voice, I guess I'll hang out for a bit. But I don't like having a bad voice, technically. It's never happened. All right, I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up, so I guess we can hang out for a little bit. Hey, Banking Cash, what's up, buddy? Uh, hold on, let me get past all those thumbs again. Jim, I actually already did that, man. I ended my first live feed and created a new one. I refreshed StreamYard twice since I started this one, and it didn't work. There's still some more voting if you guys want to, but so far I've seen a whole lot of that. So Jody says that's what he said. What's going on, Fish Ranch? Nothing much. fishing, too windy for a live. So I posted a short. Gonna post some more in a bit. Yeah, man. Keep putting it out there because you're getting close. You better get that Madcast ride ready. I think you're at like 92 or 93 right about now. Do what you can do, buddy. And I'm sorry, whatever the audio issue is. I think it's because my phone got wet. That might suss the microphone a little over there. So far, even when I've been on the lake, there ain't been no audio issue except for, some wind. Jody, are you hearing the same stuff that Valerie is? So far, she's the only one that's been like 100, like, ooh, this sucks. Everybody else is kind of like, oh, it's getting better. What's the audio sound like to you, Jody? CFF to CFF. Yeah, Jim, I probably will when I go to bed. As soon as I go to bed, I'll probably dip it in there. That way it should absorb it out. Hey, yeah, get the Buddha troll. Block. Some bitch. Block. Adios, troll. Well, I think one of my moderators beat me to it because they said there was an error. Great work, moderators. Thank you. You aren't perfect, but you sound plenty loud and clear. All right. What's going on, Pork Chop, Mr. Duggar? And sorry I couldn't talk to you guys fully today. I was at work. I was trying to catch people when I could. When I walk back by in between dishes, I'm like, oh, I see so and so. Let me say hi. But just call it speaking in cursive. It's mildly misunderstood. Can't quite fully make it out. Possibly. I'm not for sure. 217. I saw the Arapima one recently, where him and old boy from Pig Patrol was out there and caught that big ass like 400-pound Arapima. I don't know if I've seen one since then that sticks out of mine, but I eventually watched every single one of his videos. I watched him before I started watching people like Chunky and Haz and stuff. Like, he was one of my old school people up there with Muddy River and Catfish Dave and Steve Douglas and stuff before I started finding these live video things. So if I haven't seen it yet, I will pretty soon. He just put out where he was fishing Clinton Lake. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's awesome, man. He's technically not too far away. He's in Iowa. It's like right next door, so I can see that. That's awesome. That's how I felt when I seen Tim from Epic fishing with Sean out on Lake Springfield. I was like, holy shit, that's my lake. Jigging with Jake too, because he's in Illinois or whatever, and I'll see him on my lake. I'm like, shit, I know that bridge. So yeah, that's awesome when you see people that you love and look up to and watch, and then you see them on your body of water. It's amazing. I knew every spot he fished. It was funny, right? Like you're like, I know that tree. Hey, what's up, Miss South? Yeah, you see that tree, and you're like, never heard of her, JBT. But yeah. So when you see somebody that you love their channel and you look up to them, you're like, man, that's just love that guy or love that gal, and then you see them on your body of water, and you're like, man, I have fished that same tree. It's amazing. I know the feeling, buddy. But yeah, he's out of Iowa, so technically, you could easily see him fishing some, Illinois spots. That's awesome, buddy. Because Mid South with the trolling, him and Jeep are the king of trolling. Hey, what's going on, right trapping? Probably wouldn't want to stay long, because according to most of the chat, my audio is sucking tonight for some reason. Jackie Shea went hunting like an hour from me. I'm assuming that must be a big hunting name. I don't get into hunting that much, so I won't recognize the hunting names that well. Except for people like Ernie Brown and some of the people from our community here that do the deer stands and stuff too. I know some of them, but I don't know the big hunting names. Yeah, I wish the fishing channels didn't also hunt. I have nothing against it, so yeah, the good thing about that though is just like if they're like a total outdoors channel, you get your fishing season in, and then you get your hunting season in, and you could just rotate it all year round. I guess I personally I don't hunt, so I'm not into it that much, but I do love supporting some of our local community buddies in here when they're out there hunting instead of fishing. I'm like, yeah, I'll peek in for a little while, throw some watch outs towards it, throw a thumb up, and comment a few times, say, hey, what's going on, people? But I personally don't do it, so it's not my thing. All right, Lance says she's getting it clear now on his end. How about everybody else? Is it starting to clear up more, or I mean, technically, I guess it doesn't matter. Still got a few people in here chilling. The rice trapping with those who don't know me. I'm a disabled combat veteran, and I do hunting. Oops. And I do hunting, fishing, and trapping. And so you still get out there. Hell yeah, brother. Just get out there and do that thing. Trapping, I assume, would be the easiest because you get out there and you set your traps up, and then you go chill and you go back and check your traps. I'll be right back. Oops, Cam didn't hit. Uh, I don't remember when you were here last banking, but I do know that in the past few days I've had a few new stickers. I showed one earlier, but let me bring it a little closer. I don't know if you were here when I got the real time stickers, so I do have two John Parker and Dana Parker real time stickers over here. And today I got Avid sticker right here where my thumb's at. Avid came in the mail today, so I got Avid up there now. So that's the updated sticker board in full effect right there. And if it's been a little while since you've been in here, I do have the Freddy sticker right there too, from Freddy Outdoor Adventures. I got Freddy up there as well. Can't wait till I have an actual studio, so I don't have to just sit it back there on the couch. Occasionally, it falls over at me. Thank you, Valerie, out there dropping the moderator links for the people in the chat. I appreciate that. Scrolling back just to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Some communicating between the people there. All right, scroll back down. What is that to the right of Avid? That was you're talking about this one right here? That's the Lance McCool guy original sticker. He's got some new stuff now, but that was the original. Just it was just black with some red ink. You can't hardly see it in this light. There it is. Let me get closer. There it is. That's the Hawaiian fisherman Lance McCool guy. If you're talking about that big black square. And what's funny about that? Hey Nancy, my buddy Nancy Sales popping in here this evening, and she says I sound a lot better. Microphone must be drying out some, man. Appreciate that, Nancy. For those who have not seen her before and who wonder why I always get so happy when I see the name, she knew me when I was on MSNBC chats way back in the day. When my son, who is now 18 years old, was literally in my arm as a 1-year-old in diapers or whatever while I was typing in chat. Back when I used to run Merc bots and all kinds of stuff back in the day. Nancy knew me before anybody on Facebook knew me. She knew me before I even knew what the word YouTube was. I'm doing excellent, Nancy. It's great to see you. I really appreciate the support that you've made the transition to pop in here occasionally, say what's up, and check me out. It all counts towards the watch hours and stuff. And I miss you guys in chat. Like I would love to have Woofy and Inuisha and Moof and everybody come over here and hang out one night. It would be awesome. If everybody came over here one night from the old days and just hung out and chat, you could actually see my face instead of watching my words, and we just have a good time. Oh man, that'd be amazing. Yeah, me either. I just occasionally see a post on Facebook. I mean, I always keep near 5,000 people over there, and I have to go delete 200 or 300 to make room for new people. But I obviously keep the original crew. But just having that many people, I don't get to see their posts that often. Occasionally, it'll pop up as a post, and I'll get to interact. But my goodness, if you and Move and Wolfie and Inuisha and everybody came over here one night just to shoot the shit, oh man, that'd be hilarious. Nah. Most of them be all right. There might be a few to be like, "What are they talking about?" But nah, it'd be good overall. Especially on the late nights. Some people cut up a little bit on the late nights, a little more than they would during the day, so they'd be good. Generally speaking, anyways. A new channel, it would definitely be a fun night, Nancy. It'd be crazy. All right, right strapping. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it, man. Just scroll back here. What is this new channel thing I'm hearing about? Funky, he had time doing the biggest traffic challenge. I think somebody's pulling my leg here. Yeah, I think my leg's being pulled. What you talking about, Willis? Mr. Douglas says, I resemble that remark. I thought so, Miss South. I'm like, Although I'd be interested and curious to see what the heck the new channel would be about. Is it a late night channel? Is this the other side of Jody? What would be that second channel? What would be the reason? Uh, so now that it's been going for a minute, I've had two people say it got better. How about the rest? I'm just curious. I've never had an audio issue before, and I'm wondering if it is my nasal or if it is my phone. People said it seemed to be electronics, like the whole robotic shit. I've never had that before, though. My audio and video has always come in pretty clear. A red feather boa. I bet if I go upstairs and look through my girl's closet, I could probably find a red feather boa. See, that's what I'm saying. I can't wait to get that properly put up. I leaned forward on my couch and the whole thing fell over. It has nothing to do with your nose, Mike. I'm just saying, I am having an audio issue with my nose right now, but I believe you. Like, I know you know the deal when it comes to the audio, so back like we used to. Or TVs. Oh yeah. Tune that channel in. That sounded bad at first, Duggar. I had to reread that. Whack it like we used to. I know it's late night, but dang. Mr. Duggar getting kind of personal. He said whack it like we used to. You could have said slap the side of the TV. No, it's phone or bandwidth. It's definitely not my bandwidth because I'm literally right away. My modem is like right freaking there, so it's something to do with my phone, man. I don't know what it is, but it's something to do with my phone. I do know that on my way to my car it was raining on me, so that might be it. He said good analog. Duggar said it's mine, dang it. So he'll whack it or slap it. It's his. Jody says, I learned lots of things about Mr. Duggar tonight. Y'all killing me. Nancy zipping her lip. Oh, come on, Nancy. That's the first time you're going to be quiet and button it up. It's after hours. It's midnight here. Let me clear these notifications. All right. Steve Locke in the house. What's up, buddy? Brad, call. What's going on, Brad? Nancy's going to be a lady. She's still pretending for my fishing buddies over here. I'm just kidding, Nancy. I really do. I'm so happy to see you here again. It's like the third or fourth time I've seen you peek in and say hello. I appreciate you so much. You knew me before I even knew what the hell YouTube was, so we've been friends like, damn, 19 years maybe? I was chatting with y'all on MSN before my son was born. He's 18 now. He works where I work. He literally gets a paycheck at the same job I do. Except for he does dishes. I cook, he does dishes. But Jameson, JT, the baby that was in my arms while typing in chat, is literally collecting a paycheck at my job because I got him a job there. We go way back, Nancy. And I'm so glad you come in and visit me. Hell yeah, 4 in the morning. That's just when it started getting fun back then. We were younger. Fish in the Mid-South says, y'all sub up to Banking Cat so he can get his ride. Yeah, Nancy, my son literally collects a paycheck where I work at. I got him a job as a dishwasher. The place I worked at before here, I got him a job too. When I was a cook over at Fox Run, I got him a job as a host and a busser over there. But once we left because, they were kind of being out of pocket, and I said, yeah, my son ain't coming back today, and I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice. Then I got my job where I'm at now, and I got my son hired there now. So he's washing dishes where I cook at in Grand Brewery. What's going on, Dallas? Dallas in the house. Oh hell yeah, we keep them off streets. I grew up on the streets. I ain't gonna let my son grow up that way, so we keep him busy. Got to keep them A's across the board at school. Got to keep that job going. Got to keep them chores up around the house. Make sure they learn that discipline in a good way. But yeah, that little baby boy that I held in my arms, you know who I'm talking about. Y'all will see him. He's freaking washing dishes and collecting a paycheck. Thank you, Valerie, dropping the chat links. Pork chop, my guy. Like I said earlier, I kind of slowly got back to you. I hope you saw it. I did eventually come back and say hey to you in the feed. I was at work. I was cooking. I happened to walk by and I scrolled a little bit and I saw you say hi. So, hello back. Mike, don't do it. You're already too big of a wuss. What? Oh, she must be talking about Miss South. She must be talking about Miss South. It really was. He's a bit more like his mama, though. He likes people. You know me, I was always kind of, even though I've always been able to be good and bring communities together, I was technically never a people person, but I will say one thing. This little fishing community here that I've been growing up on YouTube with has kind of changed some things in my mind. What's going on, Big Mike? I can't remember all of my votes in the Golden Whiskers Awards, Big Mike, but I do remember yours. I put you down for Bank Fisherman of the Year. I do remember that one. Because you just keep going out there and doing that thing from the bank. Even when everybody else was out on boats, you was on that bank. Like me, bank life. So you got my vote for bank life. I can't remember the rest of them, but I won't forget that one. I was like, bam, Big Mike. It's not what you have done, it's about what you're doing down the road. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. My life was kind of crap, but I've turned it around for the most part. I still got some things to turn around. Obviously, like the sipping and stuff. I'll work on that down the road, but for now, it is what it is. I work my ass off, and I need that relaxation afterwards. So, but as far as my children are concerned, we've made sure to break our cycles that we've gone through and given them a better life, and that's what it's about. I definitely know I got some things to work on, and I will, but it's gonna be a slow process. Got Dabo getting banking catch to 100, 5 away. Got Dabo helping in the background there too. 5 away. Well, hell, I took him from like 50 to 90. Dabo should be able to push him to 200. But I appreciate that. So shout out over there to Dabo helping him out too. And Big Mac would be another one. Big Mac could probably get him another 100. Miss you're a different kind of different. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, that's all I can do, man. I do what I do, and obviously nobody can change you, but some people can talk with you and stuff, and it can make you see things in a different perspective and stuff. And some things my lady has said, and some things my friends have said, and some things that some of the catfishing community have said that have reached out to me and talked on the phone or reached out other media wise. You know, I think I'm getting old enough that I need to try to start doing better, or I could become real unhealthy real quick. I lost 80 pounds this year, somewhat from work and somewhat maybe because I've just treated myself so crappily. Uh, my body could be shutting down on itself, and that's not good. 80 pounds in a year, even though my eating habits haven't changed. I'm taking in the same amount of protein and whatever. But yet I've lost 80 pounds this year, and that's not good. So pretty soon I need to start making some changes, in my opinion, and the opinion of a few people. Miss Al says you found him. What did you do? Catch an 80-pounder today? Or is that because you gained 80 pounds? My lady has been getting mad. She's like, I wish I could just take some of my fat and give it to you. Hey, what's going on? The Canadian fishing musician? Well, some people say it sounds like it's getting better over there, but I don't know. Duggar's getting up to 93 already. Considering you have like what, 3 videos? Maybe 4? I don't know. I haven't been back over there yet. You are definitely famous if you only got 3 or 4 videos. 93 hooked up. Would love to get 80 of my pounds. Yeah, I'm not kidding though. I mean that's actually real shit. This ship coat that sags off of me. And you guys have seen my little fishing pants, my ship pants. You guys have seen those in the fishing videos and even commented like, that shit is saggy as hell. They actually used to be tight. Uh, it's because of this year I've lost all that weight. The mic can be choppy, but at least we can follow what you're saying. All right, that's all that matters. Although it does suck that the microphone's acting shitty tonight. All that really matters is if you guys can have fun and chat and then at least understand what I'm saying, in my opinion. Just have fun with yourselves, and if you can at least somewhat get what I'm saying, and hopefully hear my hellos and shout outs to you, that's all I'm worried about. That itty bitty fish you caught earlier. Uh, hey, but I love fishing. I don't care if I catch a 3-inch fish. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's the one you're talking about. Are you talking about that little bitty catfish that was like this and it stabbed my finger and I went like this because he stabbed me and I flung the blood? Or do you mean the 2-pounder I caught a couple of Tuesdays ago? She's probably talking about that little bitty catfish I showed. But I tell you what, I could sit there all day and catch those and have fun. Those little bitty catfish, little bitty bluegills and stuff. I just love all fishing. Spillways, creeks, lakes, rivers, I don't care. You put me on a body of water and I don't have to go to work. I'm going to have fun. Everything in life is going to roll right off the top of this corner of my mind and disappear because I'm on water. And I don't care if it's this big or if it's a PB. I'm happy. I'm going to try to ice fish for mud pout. I don't know what mud pouts are. I'm assuming that's a Canadian fish. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to run over there and use the restroom. So I'm gonna block the cam and mic. Yeah, you're right about that. There is funny things about smallest fish you ever caught. Hey, Junex, what's going on? We got Elijah on in the house. I still don't know if I say your full name properly there, but I know you, buddy. I'm glad you're doing well from the Philippines over there after that typhoon. How's it going, buddy? Hopefully you're doing well. Look like you're doing well from your last video where you went live from the island. Looks like you're doing okay. So glad. Could have a cigar, my friend. Well, I don't have a cigar, but I got a cigarette. Just some one of my buddies from over there in the Philippines. They got devastated right after we got the big tornadoes in where was the tornado? Tennessee and there was another state that got hit pretty hard. Where's Lee Evans? Oh, Kentucky. Tennessee and Kentucky got hit really hard with the tornadoes, and then about a week later, the Philippines got smacked with the typhoon. And Junix is basically Elijah Ben's. He's from over there, and they got hit pretty hard. But they are working through it. They're pulling together as a community, as always, and they're doing okay in general. But they got smacked up right after our tornadoes came through here. I remember I made the national news and I shared it out too because I know we have so many Philippine friends over there. Thank you, Valerie. It does some lies. I mean, it's a little iffy sometimes with the. It's kind of like you guys are saying my audio is bad tonight, and sometimes the video is too. But obviously, out there in the middle of the islands, sometimes you're not going to get the greatest reception. But he puts out good videos that I like watching. So it ain't for everybody, but I like to get around. Especially since my lady is Polynesian, I'm into island lifestyle, island fishing, island village life. I love anything that's got to do with village life. Thank you, Canadian fisherman. Prayers out to Kentucky and the Philippines. May the community receive quick recovery and much love. I appreciate that, buddy. I just wish I could get out there and get on the water right now. I will say I'm happy. I've only been out one time so far, and I didn't skunk, so this year might be looking up. But between my work life and my home life, and then being the middle of winter, can't get out there too much right now. But I will do what I can soon, and once the weather cracks, gonna be some fishing. Like Haslight said, fishing. Colin Russell. I'm gonna have to look at that one tomorrow. I don't recall that one right offhand. I'm gonna have to check that one out tomorrow, Valerie. I don't know why that one doesn't sound familiar right offhand. Like when you post William, I recognize that right offhand, obviously, because it's William and he's supposed to do. But I don't know if I recognize the Colin one right now. I might not have picked them up yet. So I'm trying to clear these damn notifications off of here. All right, there it goes. Mike, count that as a win on the No Skunk bus. Winter brings out the bus drivers. Yeah, no, I do. I mean, I've only been fishing once. I caught a fish. I'm good, especially because I love fishing. So the fact that I got out there, and that's the first I need to cut up the video, by the way. There's one message that I said in that video. I wonder if I can still cut. Oh shit! I already deleted that broadcast. I'd have to download a program to be able to download my YouTube video. Either that or play it and film it on my phone. But I sent out a message that day, and I thanked this community for basically giving me the gumption to get my ass out there because I've never been out in January ever in my entire life. I'm almost 50 years old. What am I? I'm 47. I've never fished in January in my entire life, even though I love fishing. So it's because of this community that actually got me out there in January and caught a fish and had fun doing it. I said it during a live. I basically gave credit to this community for getting me out there, and Big Mike was there that day, and he said that's the beginning of cold water love or something like that. He commented on that video. He was in there when it was live, and then he commented afterwards when I posted the little cutout of it. But I forgot to cut out the actual message to the community. Like I was thanking them for their fishing, like Big Mike and other people that get out there in the winter and fish. Raise not forays. What? Raise not forays. I don't know what that means, Valerie. I'm sorry. Is that a saying somewhere? Colin is doing a 40-night stay outside in tents to forays. What is 4A's? Oh, arise. That probably means arise. Cancer awareness. All right, there we go. That means arise. I got you now. On my screen is saying 4A's, but I think you're saying arise. Oh yeah, there it is. Raise, not 4A's. So I was right. He's raising awareness. I got you. All right, Clayton. But yeah, now I see you, Valerie. I was right. It's raise awareness, not 4A's. What time is it? 12:30. All right. Might end this by one. I'm seeing more Nightbot than chat going by. Looks like a slow night. Been a fun night, but a slow night considering what we normally do in here. Whoops. Sam accidentally highlight Nightbot while trying to scroll. But yeah, I'm seeing more Nightbot going by right now than anything, and it's not even that spammy of a bot tonight. Right, my microphone sucks, so somebody else could come up. I still got to figure out everybody's schedule and actually pick a night and name the show in the long run. You know me, I'm just always so random. I don't specifically try to do anything on any given night, but I think I really should get a track down of everybody's shows every night, whatever, when they're this and when they're that, and then make one night a supposed theme night of, maybe a panel night or whatever. Just that's not my thing normally. I'm just me. I do random shit. Yeah, Clayton, if you want to come up, man, just message me real quick and I'll send the link through Messenger. Ain't much going on though. There's like only 9 people in here right now. But if you want to pop up, man, ugh. I just know I came home tired, had a few drinks, chilling, but 2 other lives right now. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I just pop up usually after I come home from work. Almost every night, because usually I get a few messengers like, "Hey, you want to live?" I just noticed that tonight is, even though my Nightbot shouldn't be that spammy. It seems like it because I'm seeing Nightbot more than others. But here we go. I'll go ahead and send you a link, buddy. Pop up here and talk because your microphone is better than mine, apparently. I'll be right back. If I go sideways, I'm trying to drop a link. All right, there you go, bud. God dang it, up there. All right. A lot of people's shoes aren't scheduled either. A lot of people pop up. Yeah, that's just like me. I mean, I pop up usually after the other lives. And it doesn't bother me. I mean, shit, I'll sit here and shoot the shit with 3 people if that's all that hang here. But it's just I know normally there's more and people are chit chatting more. So I just noticed that I was scrolling by kind of slow over there as far as actual chat. It was just noticeably different. I'll be right back, bud. You know, ever since I got this new phone out there, leave and come back because I can't see you.
Where'd you go? Oh, you had to leave. What's up, everybody?
There you go.
Yo.
I thought he's cracking open a margarita, huh?
I spent time rigs, man.
So when you say your thing was Sunday?
Yeah, on Sunday.
Hey, Lex. I appreciate the thumb up.
It's going to be like 5 in the morning to like 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, so starting pretty much at the butt crack of dawn to the afternoon bite?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully we're...
That's a good time to get out there.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully we'll do good.
What's your weather like in your area for that time? Because Sunday, Monday, Tuesday here is going to be like 25 degrees.
It's supposed to be pretty cold that day, I think.
Yeah.
30. I think it's supposed to warm up to 40, though. Like.
Yeah. Well, as long as you get out there on some proper gear, you'll be all right.
Yeah. I don't know why, like, tournaments make me nervous, man. Make me nervous.
Well, it's because you're competing, man. You know, people expect certain things. You're competing against other people.
Yeah.
So if you're used to somebody catching 40 pounders, you'd be like, oh man, they're gonna go out there and catch a hog, and I'm sitting over here catching little ones. It don't matter though, man. Just get out there, hit the water, do your best.
Yeah.
That's like me when I was fishing on Jody's challenge. I mean, my goodness, here I am sitting on Springfield Lake versus Pontoon Jody, Jeremy Tournament Cats, Steve fishing the Mississippi, and whatever. So like, I expected beasts to be pulled out, and sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. I was on there every week for 7 weeks. 4 of them I caught a fish, and 2 of them I caught the big fish. So, but she whooped the hell out of us a couple times. Jody, they caught like a couple like 20 plus or 30 plus or whatever. Like they spanked it a couple times. Catfish Curtis won a couple, but there was like at least 3 where I caught a fish and came in second place, and then there was once where I took first place. So that's not bad out of 7 weeks, placing 3 times for being, you know, a nobody person out of Springfield, Illinois.
Yeah.
Brad says, what tournament fishing for?
Catfish. And it's the tournament. I think it's Gear Up Bait Shop, and it's going to be at Lake Arrowhead in Texas. Apparently there's a Lake Arrowhead in California too. But yeah, I think he said there's going to be like 25 teams, and it's 2 to 3 people per team.
Now, is this a open thing that's like open to boats and bank?
Yeah, boat.
Yeah, that's where it gets a little rougher. It gets a little rougher there because obviously, if you're out there on a boat, you got quicker spot changes, and you know you can find deep holes and whatever else, or shallow if you think they're shallow. I don't think so on Fridays, Andy A. I think Fridays and Saturdays is when he was taking off for him and Melissa time. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I know my buddy
Friday. And
called me up and he was just like, my partner canceled on me. He's like, "Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure. I don't have to pay anything." Like, "Yeah, I'll be there." What's up,
what's
Patrick?
up, Real Beast? Seen you out there doing your thing, Real Beast. I
Yeah, he
popped
caught
in
a
for
good
a
one
while
today.
today.
Caught like a 25-pounder, maybe bigger. I thought it looked bigger. I think he was just being modest.
Right there, bruh. Exactly. Make a plan. Work off that plan. If you worry about what hasn't happened, you're
Yeah.
starting at a disadvantage.
With the plan that we got right now is
Have fun.
start shallow in the morning, and then
Yeah.
if we don't have any luck there, then we're gonna move out to the channel and we're gonna do some drifting and dragging. And then if that doesn't work, there's like some deep holes and stuff that we're gonna hit.
Yeah.
There's a couple of deep holes, like 40-foot deep holes.
Real Beast is another one to be banging it from the bank. That's what I like about a lot of these channels that I follow. Like, just be out there on that bank life, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder from the bank, but it can be done.
I feel like it's more rewarding when you get a good one from the bank.
Hell yeah.
I think so.
You
I
catch you
mean,
if you catch you like a 20-pounder from the bank, you have as much excitement as somebody catching like a 50-pounder from a boat. You're like, I'm on the bank with the 20-pounder.
yeah.
The biggest one I ever caught though was still hilarious. The biggest bank fish I ever caught was a freaking 50-pound freshwater drum out of the Illinois River on a hand line. I took a spool of string and I unwound a bunch of it and I swung the sinker like this and I
like
threw it out.
like
I
some
came back
survival
the next day.
situation.
I lifted the two cinder blocks I had on my spool and I grabbed the spool in my hand like this and I kind of tugged on the line a little bit and it started tugging back. I'm like, oh, I got a fish. Little did I know, it was so heavy it started cutting my finger and I had to get a glove on to hand line the rest of it in. I had to put my gloves on because it started cutting through my finger because it was heavy and it was running. And I'm like, okay, this is a big one. So I had to get my gloves on and I started hand lining it in and I kept fighting and fighting and fighting it. It was a 50-pound freaking drum
Yeah, drum are good.
off the Illinois River.
They're fun to catch.
Yeah, they're fun to catch anyways, but hand lining it on a
Yeah,
spool, like I had no rod and reel. It was a spool
yeah,
that I
it's
that I
crazy.
threw out, and then I put two cinder blocks on top of the spool and left it almost like a trot line. Came back the next day. When I came back the next day, it was like 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, somewhere around there. Sun was barely just cracking up. I got in the water. I pulled them two cinder blocks up, grabbed my spool, and I pulled like this, and it was a little slack at first. Didn't think nothing of it, but then all of a sudden I felt some tugging. I'm like, oh, I got a fish. So I went like this to, let me set the hook just in case. And as soon as I did that, I got a string cut. My fingers started bleeding. I'm like, oh, I got a fish. So I pulled a little more, and I'm like, oh, he's really pulling. And so I reached in my pockets and pulled my gloves out, and I fought it the rest of the way, hand over hand with the gloves on, pulling like this and letting them out, and pulling like this and letting go of the line. But it was about an hour and a half fight for that big ass drum.
Yeah.
It was awesome though.
Or one time, had an 8-pound channel cat, and my cousin's reel was all messed up, like he bird nested it, and
Oh yeah,
it had stink bait on it, and I just dropped it like right in front of me in the water,
yeah,
and a fish took it, and my finger was it was only an 8-pound channel cat, and my finger was caught up in I was like trying to untangle it, and it
yeah.
cinched down and it cut me
Oh yeah,
bad. And it's
yeah,
like one of those, it's in that spot where like when you go to grab something or whatever, it just bothers you forever.
yeah. String
I
cuts
could only
are
imagine a
no joke.
50-pounder.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, dude. I couldn't believe it when I got that thing close to the bank and it started like tailing a little bit on top of the water and kind of giving up. He was like giving up, but he was like giving those little tail slaps. I was like, "What the hell is this? What's going on here?" And yeah, it was close to a 50-pound drum.
Andy said
It was
one
a
day.
white because you got the white drum and the black drums basically. As far as the freshwater drums go, you got the ones that are real white, and then you got the black ones. It was a white, but
That thing must have
yeah,
been like a.
when I first seen him near the top of the water when he was about 12 feet to 15 feet out from the bank, and he was kind of giving up, finally getting tired, surfacing, and I saw that body and I saw that tail kind of slapping the water a little bit. I was like, man, now I know why my finger got sliced.
And that people call them barn doors when they get real big like that.
Yeah.
The barn door drum. Yeah, Andy asked, "Is it a 1-day tournament?" Yeah, it is. And then Brad asked, "What's the weather and the temperature?" It's supposed to be like 30 to 40, and I think it's
It
gonna be
might be
cloudy.
NBA. I'm not for sure. It might be. Who knows? Normally Friday night is a big night, so I don't know. Brad was saying a few other people might be live, so if some of the big channels might be live, and maybe they're fishing because it's warm, that could be a reason. Or it could be because of the audio, man. I don't know, bud. I don't know. And I mean, technically, I don't mind. Just if people are hanging out, they are. If they're not, they're not. It doesn't bother me. But it could be the audio, or it could be because of what Brad said, and there's a few other lives going on. Oh yeah, even JBT is like, yeah, Kevin's live. What the hell is Kevin doing live this late? You talking about Palmetto Cats? Yeah, I would expect that to do some damage to my channel. Anyways, he was also asking what tournament before he said he was live. He was asking about the tournament again.
Oh, it's the Gear Up. I can't remember. It's Gear Up Bait Shop something tournament. It's at Lake Arrowhead near Wichita Falls. It's like a bait shop. It's my buddy who has a bait shop. The one that charges way too much for everything. He's the one putting the tournament on.
Well, thanks for peeking back in between the two real beasts. I appreciate that, and I assume the other people.
Yeah, it's a lake fishing tournament.
Apparently, Palmetto Cats is live right now. I've
Yeah,
never seen him live this late, so
I checked it out earlier too.
usually me, Hogleg, and Brian B and Jody is about the only ones I noticed live this late, except for some of my overseas people. So I appreciate you guys popping back and forth and showing a little love. And that's what I try to do too is I'll go watch somebody who only has 3 people watching. Because I want to show them just as much love as I do for like Two Stands, Has, Brian, and other people. I want to show them love too. So I try to go back and forth.
Yeah,
give them some time, give them some chat, give them some thumbs. So I expect that, you know, when people are like, hey, I can't stay here because something else is going on, I respect that. And I appreciate them even dropping by for a minute.
That's what I was saying a second ago. I went and did a bunch of drive-by thumbing. Went by and I was just like, hey, I'd like it. And then go to the next one. Hey, go to the next one.
Right. That's what I did. Tonight was another one of those nights where I was at work the whole fucking night, but you know, I'm driving by like, hey, I'm at work, but hey, how's it going, chat? How's it going, so and so, and come up, and it's all I can do right now. I gotta cook 10 more dishes for these last 5 tickets to roll through, and then I'm gonna pop back by, look down there. Oh, so and so said hi. Let me try to catch them and say hi. And it's a rough life, but it is what it is because I love what I'm doing and I love these people I've met. So I want to try to show that support. I don't care if it's Steve Adams with 3 people watching. I don't care if it's Clayton the Fishing Nut, my new buddy over here that has 10 people watching. Like,
Not
I
even
want to
catching
try
a
to
fish.
swing by and show as much love as I can, even if it's
Went
quick.
live for 2 hours and got one nibble and didn't even take it.
What's going on, Mark Anthony? Find you some transitions, deep flats, you'll find fish.
Heck yeah.
Brad, give me some tips right there for your tournament.
It kind of sucks because the guy that I'm going with is like more in control than I am. He doesn't. He's like kind of old school. Like he's probably going to be using stink bait and stuff. He's going to be out there like trying to fish the shallows, and that's how a lot of the guys in my area are. They're just like stink bait, shallow. If there's
Stink
pickup,
bait.
use stink bait.
It's just the Walmart challenge.
No, they use like Danny King and like Lee Woods, and they buy the expensive
Yeah.
stink bait.
Okay. All I can think of when I hear the word stink bait is I'm thinking of those like little blood balls from Walmart or whatever.
Oh yeah, here I have some I can show you.
Yeah, those. That's all I can think of when I hear stink bait. I'm thinking of those little blood balls from Walmart.
Lee Woods punching
I got
line.
like a big old 5-gallon bucket of it.
This thing is completely full because I don't catch fish on it. Oh, it stinks, man.
I bet it does. It's called stink bait. Andy A says I like a small chat instead of the chat I can't keep up with.
I do too.
Well, that's what's crazy because I don't care if I'm in Chunky Cat or my own chat. I normally kind of can keep up fairly well, but yeah, I get it.
Oh,
Put the lid back down, brother. We got it. We got it. Man, that looks like it's got crawdads and shrimp and all kinds of stuff in there. What is that? What's up,
that's
Down
a bag
East?
of maggot right there. Flies go away. Flies fly.
Yeah, it
away.
did, JBT. You had some great channel cats in those videos. I saw your last 2 videos.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
You did, dude. You did, JC. It's not that shallow flats are bad. It's just that I don't think they work all day, every day. Heck yeah. I've caught fish on punch bait, but I've never caught like any trophies on it. Yeah, it's like when I go hunting for a big fish, I'm not using punch bait. Like I'll go to like shad, bluegill, pumpkin seeds. I've noticed that pumpkin seeds work good. Like
Well,
they work
pumpkin
better
seeds
than
are
bluegill
awesome.
sometimes.
I caught a 4.5 foot muskie on a pumpkin seed one time. I was trying to catch catfish. I was on the bottom on a Carolina rig. Caught a 4.5 foot muskie on a pumpkin seed. That little orange pop they got to him, it just it drew that muskie right up on his ass. That was behind the Shelbyville Spillway.
6.5 pounds on stink bait. That's a good one for stink bait.
I gotta say that bucket looked good though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it looked stinky for sure.
Yeah. I
That
know.
looked like a
Okay, one day
bucket of
me and my
shad from
dad.
last year.
One day, me and my dad sat there, and we just sat in the same spot all day. 1, 2, 3 pounders all day on stink bait. But
That's
there's be
fun
times
though.
that I
That's a
go and I
fun day,
throw it out, and
man.
I don't even get nothing is interested in it.
That is a fun day. If you
Yeah,
catch a bunch of them, I don't care if they're only 1 or 3 pounds. Some people be like, "Oh, dinking all day." That's a fun day,
yeah, oh yeah. It's
in
like,
my
well,
opinion.
I went to Lake Kirby, kind of close to where JBT is, and I was using Danny King's punch bait, and I was just tearing them up like 1 pounders. Every single one, they all looked like cookie cutters of each other, like one after another. Lake Kirby.
Yeah, Andy A. I actually watched a video the other day he did where he was making the rigs. I mean, if you have tackle in your name, that pretty much is your thing. You're selling tackle. As a matter of fact, I think Down East only has like 30 or 35 hook sets or something like that. But yeah, he's newer around here,
Yeah, I don't know why
and
he has
yeah,
all these
he
like
does.
swaps.
I watched a video he did the other day of making like leaders and whatever, like rigs out of leaders. It was a cool video. I think he's in Canada. I could be wrong, but I think he's in
Nova
Canada.
Scotia.
Andy A, right? I mean, not Andy A.
Down east.
Down East. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I like
I
his
sent
videos.
something to Nova. I sent some stickers to Nova Scotia recently. I forget which one of our community members. It's not off the res because off the res is in a different Canadian territory. But I sent some stickers to Nova Scotia. I can't remember who it was though.
I'm trying to get Down East to sponsor me before he gets big and before he blows up and takes off. He's gonna be like Clayton who?
No, see, I thought off the res was somewhere else. Maybe it was off the res then. Off the res is the one that I had to fill out the form for because I sent a package. The other person I just sent some stickers to, but off the res I sent some hooks and some bobbers and some leaders and some Uncle Lou beads and rattles and whatever. Like, so it had to be in a package. I had to fill out a customs form for him. He says he sells over 5,000 rigs per year.
I'm talking about your YouTube channel. I already know you're big in selling rigs, man. That's why I want you to sponsor me.
The other good Canadian channel is that fishing Canadian fisherman musician that you guys were playing guitar that one night. Remember when both of you were up here playing guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the other good Canadian channel.
I saw that video where he went out and he got the bobbers.
Yeah, yeah. When
gave
he
that
went out there on
warning
the ice,
stick.
he went out
Yeah.
there on the ice. He was like stomping on the ice, and
He
yeah,
was like, do not attempt this at home.
right.
I was like, what? What's he about to do?
And you shouldn't. You technically should not.
Yeah.
But hey, if you know what you're doing, you can go out there and get some free gear.
In my head, I had like the Mission Impossible music going.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun,
That little stump in front of him that he looked like he almost stabbed his eye on. I'm like, ah, shit.
dun.
The GoPro kind of came down close to that, like he almost stabbed his eye on it. What's going on, Carmel? But yeah, he kind of was holding on to that tree stump and was stomping on the ice, and he finally got out there and he maneuvered his way out there and he got those floats and made it back safely. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it almost looked like he slipped a few times to where that shit was gonna stab him. Just in case anybody wasn't here earlier, I think most were, but here's part of what's going to be in my giveaway next time. I bought a big ass giant. Look at how many hooks I got there.
Are they like this?
That's the 8 aughts. Is that Charlie Brown one again, or is that something else?
No, I think these are like the ones you got in there.
I don't know. These are
think.
crappy, but let me look.
Are they like
These
the
are kind of
75?
crappy. The last time I gave away good hooks, these are kind of crappy, but I just want to be able to give a lot away, so I bought a big ass pack of these. My God, I can't even get the box open. I'm trying to get the box open, and it's so thick and hard it won't even open up. There we go. They are offset circle hooks, and they have the laid back eyelet. See how the eyelet is laid back? And they are offset. You can see the bend. They're offset. So yeah, they're similar. But these are definitely generic hooks compared to what I normally gave away. I normally spent like $20 for 30 of them. But that's what I use for myself, and that's what I gave away the last 2 times. This time I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be cheaper, but they're still decent. They're offset, they're circle, they got the laid back eye, so they're not bad. They're just not. Normally, I give away shit like the Gamakatsus or some things like that, but I'm trying to give away more for this next one, so I got the big ass pack of them. There's like 200 in here or something like that, so you can see there's a lot of them.
Those hooks are cool, man.
I'm gonna do 3 packs of this again. I did this one time before. I gave away 3 packs of this same shit. It's the 40-pound Trilene Berkeley Big Cat. It's the real bright neon shit. What's it called? I forgot the name of it. Solar. It's called Solar. It's the real bright green shit. A whole bunch of sinker slides that I still have from the last time. Like 2 years ago, I bought like 500 of these, so I have another big ass pack of these sinker slides. I can give some of those away too. I got some of my floats and all that stuff. I'm gonna do some gift cards. And then plus, some people have said they wanted to participate in giving stuff away. So whenever I end up doing it, if they shout it out and say they want to give something away, they can. And I'll just pass along the information to them. What's going on, Potomac River Monsters in the house?
What's up? Yeah, I use generic hooks a lot too, man. You just have to have one of those files, a hook file.
Well, yeah, if you just sharpen it up or whatever, yeah.
It's usually just the tips, not as good as like a chemically sharpened one or whatever.
Right. This would just be the first time I'm giving generic ones away, but it's because I'm trying to give more away. So I'm gonna get a big ass pack of them. Normally, I was giving away, like I said, the name brand shit, like some Gamakatsus or things like that people knew the name of the hook.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna be my 3rd giveaway, and it's in honor of the 500 thing. My next one probably won't be till the 1K because what I want to do is try to save up the entire time until I get there and have like this just blowout giveaway.
Then I'll shave my beard off.
Right, I keep forgetting about this. You guys, if you haven't heard this yet, this man says he's gonna shave his freaking beard off if I hit 1K.
I will.
What's going on, fat boy Eric? Anyways, Clayton the Fish Nut decided to throw his beard up on the line once I hit 1K. But yeah, so this is my 3rd giveaway. It'll probably be my final one, and I gotta say my first 2 went over pretty well. I think they were great. Uncle Lou basically sponsored my 2nd one, and so did Backwoods Mindset. He sent the great gift out, and my 2nd giveaway was pretty damn good, but I think my 3rd one is gonna blow both of those out the water. But then I'm not gonna do one after that until I do hit the 1K. Even if I don't get monetized, I'm not worried about the monetization part because I do have PayPal. So technically, if people want to support me, they can do it that way. But I probably won't give a giveaway again after this until I hit the 1K. And what I'm gonna do is try to buy a bunch throughout the time from my 500 to my 1K. I'm gonna be slowly buying a bunch of stuff. for different aspects of fishing, and then just have a blowout on the 1K once it does happen. Eric TV, hello. Thank you, honor you. Just go back, make sure that missing. I caught Carmel already coming in. Potomac River, I caught. All right, let's go back down. What are you doing? Tying a rig over there? I saw some string.
Who, me? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some string. Were you tying a rig up? Getting ready
Yeah.
for your tournament?
Yeah. We're gonna be going for anchoring at first. So I'm gonna rig everything up for that, but then I'm gonna have all my drifting stuff ready to go, like on the side. Like switch it over.
No, Carmel. People have been saying my sound is weird tonight for some reason. I think it's because my phone got rained on when I was going to the car. My sound is bad tonight for some reason.
I was thinking maybe if you had some air dust remover, you could like spray it in there and it might help.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. It just is what it is until tomorrow, I guess.
I've noticed before that the speaker on my phone, like if I get water in it, it'll kind of sound
Yeah.
funny. But then
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Because it was raining on me when I went to the car, and I was looking, like scrolling through the phone.
Yeah.
So I think my phone got wet.
This is how I snell my hook, y'all. I go through the back like that. I bring it up and I lay it right there. I learned this from a shark fisherman. And then you take it and you spin it across.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get you the full screen for the night. Hold on, start over. Let me get you full screen.
All right.
If you're gonna show a rig, you need the full screen. My bad.
You just. I'll go through like that. I'll bring it out. I like this because, like, if you need to change your hook out or whatever, you don't have to change your whole leader if it's long enough. I'll lay it like that, and then I'll spin it, turn it, spin it. And then I'll grab that right there with my teeth. I'll pull it. And then I'll pull this one. Get it to slide over my finger.
Is that what you call a hell of a snail?
It's, I don't know. I call it a real snail knot, but I think it's a traditional snail. I think that's what it's actually called, is a traditional snail.
Yeah.
And then it's all underneath. Like there's nothing going across like the easy snail
Right.
or the knotless knot. Which I don't
The
think
the tag is underneath the wraparound.
Yeah. I don't think it really matters that much. When I went to the ocean, there was some guys fishing for sharks like down the beach from me. And I was talking to them. And I asked them what knot they tied. And then they showed me this one. And then I showed them the knotless knot or the easy snail. And they were like, no. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. So they sat there and they like showed me like 10 times until I got it down. And then they were like, that one won't come off.
Yeah.
They were like,
well, I mean, my goodness, if you're pulling in sharks with it, it should be good for catfish.
Right.
Jibby Cheese says he does a good shoelace knot.
Good shoelace knot. Yeah.
My shoes don't fall off. You got knot protectors.
Is that a real fishing knot, or are you just messing around?
I think he's messing around. That's why I showed my shoe.
Okay. I'm like, wait.
See the shoelace? My shoes, they ain't falling off. Look at those Skechers. They ain't going nowhere. Now he's laughing.
Shoelace.
Hey, Lordies, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate the thumb. Morning, buddy.
I figured you were JBT. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't like a real fishing knot that I didn't know about.
He's like, I'm gonna test Clayton. Is he gonna say he ties a real good fishing knot too? I mean, shoelace knot too. He's just bullshitting.
Thank you.
Brad says, I just like the snail, not the hook. Is simple and trusty.
Yeah. I feel like there's a ton of ways to snell the knot or snell hook in there.
A stick nose paddlefish. It's a gar.
Those
Just about the
paddlefish
night
are
Vernon
technically.
Calls was out there.
I heard someone say that paddlefish are like technically a dinosaur. That they're like.
Well, they are
prehistoric.
just like gars. So are gar, but yeah, paddlefish are one of those prehistoric fish. They're amazing. You literally usually only snag them. Like nobody's really. I don't think anybody's ever caught a paddlefish by fishing and they caught it in the mouth. Some might have. I don't know. Generally speaking, you accidentally hook them.
Well, they're like
You
filter
snag
feeders. They're like shad kind
But
of.
yeah, they are a prehistoric dinosaur, just like a big gar and stuff.
They eat phytoplankton or something.
They're an amazing fish. They will fight you like a sun gun. That's why it was awesome watching Jody and Calls catch one. That was crazy.
Yeah.
It's a gar stick nose fish. But it was an amazing catch. Like just even when you accidentally snag them or whatever, it's an amazing fish. To get one in a boat and get it landed and show it off, it's like a feature. Like that's the highlight of your life probably because you might not ever see one again. So
Right.
they're that rare, generally speaking.
Yeah. I'd love to catch one. One day, maybe. Maybe one day, if I'm.
What
Yeah,
I'd love to do is
travel.
come down to Texas and hook me up into a big old alligator gar. That's what I'd like to do.
The Trinity River.
They're trying to introduce them back to my area, supposedly behind the Shelbyville area. Lake Shelbyville is supposedly trying to reintroduce alligator gar. They released a bunch of the like small ones. You know, they populated, and they're hoping they grow and stuff. And they've been trying to tell people like, quit killing gar.
Yeah.
They're not a trash fish. You shouldn't be just throwing them on the bank.
They actually taste
They're-
really good.
They're not invasive either. Like people think of certain carp as invasive, and some are, like that Asian carp or whatever, that shit that jumps out the water when you clap your hands. Those are invasive. Get rid of them. Turn them into bait. I know some people like to do that with gar, and I'm all for that. Fine. If you want to, who cares? It's legal. Do it if you want to. Don't let it go to waste. Don't just throw it on the fucking bank. If you use it for bait, I'm all for that. What's going on, JB? But don't just be a dick and catch you a nice, beautiful prehistoric gar and throw it up on the bank because you think it's trash. It's not trash. It's a beautiful creature and it deserves respect, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Lodies, if you want your link drop, you need to ask a moderator. Nightbot doesn't react like that in here. Just say, hey, can you drop my link? We all know you, and Valerie or somebody out there will do it for you. Nightbot doesn't drop just because you said drop. I'm doing good, JB. I hope you're doing well. Stay safe, my friend. JB is a wonderful person I met through Tinkerbell vlog over there early on in my YouTubing. Oh, no problem, Lordies. You can literally just ask one of the moderators to do that, and I'm sure they'll be glad to. We all know your name, bud. We all enjoy you over here. Look at that. Even Brad saying, how you doing, buddy? So, yeah, just if you want that, ask one of the moderators, and I'm sure they'll be happy to do it for you.
Oh yeah, Lloydies. See them all over.
Yeah. He's one of the great UK buddies over there overseas. Supports all of our communities, so we got no issue dropping his link. But I can't, so the moderators have to do that. But as far as Nightbot, see, people see Nightbot and they automatically think of type drop, and it's going to drop their link. That's not how I run Nightbot here. Nightbot only drops the links I put in. Other than that, the moderators do it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Valerie. There you go. The Lordies is in the chat. If anybody don't have them yet, there it is. Yeah, you go to a lot of places and you see Nightbot running. All you gotta do is say drop and it'll drop your link. But then the whole thing is just spammed all night long because people are constantly typing drop. I mean, not always, but generally.
Yeah. I've learned that it's actually a bad thing to go to a live stream and try to drop a link. Like, you don't want to do that. That's what a lot or several people have told me. They're like, you can if you want.
Literally. What's that?
They're like, you can if you want, but it's like, it just seems like you're begging or something.
Yeah. I've literally pretty much never asked for it. The only time I've ever asked somebody, I'm usually saying, do you mind if I drop somebody else's link that I want to try to help out? Like the Anglerholics or somebody else. Me personally, like a lot of times I'll just be chit-chatting, all somebody drop my link. I'm like, oh, hey, thanks, or I appreciate that. It's never expected. It's always appreciated, though. If you're going to drop my link out of the blue, I'm going to appreciate that because I might, meet a new friend from it.
Yeah.
But I generally don't ask for that. What's going on? Take down Kenneth Powell in the house.
What's up, Kenneth? We're just up here talking.
There has been a few times where I went ahead and typed drop because I was like, you know what? I see enough names here that I don't know offhand. So maybe somebody come check me out. So there's been a couple times where I've done the whole drop thing on somebody's channel because they tell me I can, but generally now I stay away from that.
You're a beast.
And I never asked for it. What's that?
I can't remember what live stream we were on, but you were beast mode on dropping the links for people. You were like, I swear you were doing it like that. You're like dropping them like quick.
Oh, I can be. Especially now my phone finally updated, apparently. For a long time, I would actually have to go type search through my feed to find somebody's links. Now, if I am a wrench, there's a difference. If I'm not a wrench, it doesn't work. I have to go search them and find them and then drop it. But if I'm not a host or a wrench or whatever, it's not going to drop a link. It's going to drop the text. Somebody would have to copy and paste it. But if I'm a wrench now, my phone finally updated to where I can click their name and click go to channel, so I don't have to search. I can literally just click their name and it'll say go to channel. I can go to the channel, grab the link, come right back. So now I can be quicker like Valerie and Mike Irwin and some of the other great hosts, Melissa and other people, if I'm a wrench.
I was trying to figure it out on...
If I'm not a wrench, all I can do is block the user so I don't see them or report them. But if I'm a wrench, I can actually go to channel now. So instead of trying to search YouTube or browse up and down my subscriber list, because I subscribe to so many people, I have most of the people in this community. I don't have to do that anymore. If I have a wrench, I don't have to do that. I can just click their face and then click go to channel, grab their link, and post it. So yeah, I can be more beast mode with the link dropping. Like if I'm in Hazai's channel and he goes, "Hey, can somebody drop Smoke's channel?" I can click Smoke's face, grab the link, and drop it. Bam! I don't have to go searching for Potomac River Monster on my feed and scroll all the way down to my P's. So yeah, I can be beast mode with the links now.
You're doing it quick. I tried to do it with like 3 people and I messed up. Like
The only
Big
thing
Mac
is,
was like, you have to put the name, and
that's
I did it
that's
right
the
the
main
first
thing.
time.
You don't want to just drop a link because there's a couple reasons. One is if people see a link and there's no information, a lot of people are going to be scared to click it because they know that's how you can possibly get hacked or whatever else. So there needs to be some information posted with the link. So, like, say Lordy, say I want to post Lordy's link right now. I wouldn't just post the link and go, "Hey, check out my buddy." Like, I would want to say who it was and whatever else. That way, people will know. Okay, that's Lordy's. I've seen that name a few times. I haven't been there yet. Maybe I'll go check them out. You know. So yeah, you just want to post a little information before the link or after the link to let them know what the link is. That will help people actually maybe be willing to click on it. What's going on, big movie fan? JB be doing that traveling, so I had to quarantine a lot of times. Yeah, when you travel around, they make you quarantine a lot if waiting for test results and things like that. These days, can't believe we're on our 3rd calendar year of this crap. It's been kind of slow tonight, buddy, but I got Clayton up on screen. I got some of the regulars in chat, so I'm all right, man. Had a long day at work. Just been online with a couple beers, a couple smokes, chilling.
Hey, what is that? Is it liquor before beer? Have no fear, or is it?
It's something like that, like beer before liquor, never been sicker, or something like
Okay.
that. There's like 2 different sayings for it, but yeah.
Okay. I was thinking about drinking one of these Busch Lights, but I don't want to get sick.
Because you've been drinking a margarita.
Yeah. Hey, sponsor. I'm just kidding.
You're just gonna get sick on that no matter what. It's Busch Light. I would probably drink a Natty Light before I would drink a Busch Light. Just saying.
I got a 30-pack of these for free from my father.
Or a Milwaukee's Beast.
I'm never gonna turn down free beer.
Oh hell no, me either, bud. But
They don't taste too bad.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just gonna be hard. I'm gonna try to start weaning myself off of as much as I normally like to do, but it's gonna be rough going. But it's gonna be what it is. I'm gonna try to start cutting down some of that, just because I'll still have at least 1 or 2, but it's I'm gonna be cutting down. Because normally I have like 3 or 4 before I even come up, and then I drink 1 or 2 while I'm here. So, and they're always the tall boys, and it's usually some strong stuff before the weak stuff. So, I wanna try to tighten that up a little bit as far as so I don't walk upstairs and leave the camera running all night long when I had a guest on panel. Now, I'm not talking about the night that I offered to end it or let y'all stay, and people were arguing. A few people were like, "Can we stay here?" And a few people are like, "Well, let's go over here." I'm like, "Well, they normally don't even, but if they are, they are." And I'm like, "Fuck it. Let me turn my camera off. Y'all do what you do." I'm not talking about that night. I'm talking about the night where I literally was sitting here having a beer with Lone Star, and then I said, "Poof," and I went away, and y'all didn't see me for the rest of the night. That was a bad night. I felt so terrible when I watched the replay. What's going on, Pepper? I don't even know if you were here yet, Clayton, but one night I had a panel going on, and I had a real rough day at work. I drank like 3, 4 locos before I even went live, and I had 2 during my live, and then I chugged one with Lone Star from Lone Star's Lounge over there. And then I literally, without no warning, kind of just like left. Nobody knew what the fuck happened to me. I
You
never
forgot
came
to
back.
leave them live.
They ended up going over to Hog Legs and shit. And here's how bad it was that night. They pulled my panel up on Hog Legs show so they could watch my couch and my little background and shit here to see, like, would I ever come back? And at about 3 o'clock in the morning or so, all you saw was this. My hand came up on camera real quick like this to turn the phone off. I don't remember doing it, but apparently it's sometime in the middle of the night. I came back down here to end the stream finally. It was a crazy night.
Hey, it
I
happens.
just
Man.
disappeared out of the blue, and they went over there and did their show, and but they had me on the side panel. And eventually, at about 3 o'clock in the morning, you saw my hand come down and do this on the phone, and that was it.
I think I came in like shortly after all that because I remember you had said something about it, or someone that was up here on the panel said something.
Yeah, you came up here about maybe a week after that shenanigans shit happened there.
You're like, I gotta go use the bathroom, and somebody else that was on panel was like, "Are you coming back?"
Yeah, just like I never came back until like I think around 3 or so in the morning is when you just saw my hand come up on screen from the back. Like you never even saw me. So I think I reached from behind the phone and you just saw like my hand come down over the phone and grab it, and I turned it off, and that was it. Oh my God, are you making some Bush Clamatos or something? What is this? It's got like
The
Bush
Texas
Light and
Red
tomato
Draw.
juice.
It just makes the Bush Light taste better.
Hey, no problem, Lourdes. Take it easy, bud.
I guess I'm gonna re-spool this reel.
I still haven't done what I want to do yet. I got that Pisky Fun Chaos 60 over there that I want to put on one of my Uncle Lou bait casting rods. And then I have that, that's going to go with 40-pound mono, if I recall right. And then I got the, I forget the name brand of the reel, but I thought it was generic. I remember laughing at it one time when I was showing it off on camera. But then I went through my Amazon previous orders and looked at it. It's actually an $83 freaking reel. It costs more than the Fishy Fun, but it's a spinning reel. So I got to thinking, okay, that must not be as shitty reel as I thought because I spent $83 on that damn thing. Anyways, that's on my ugly stick. But what I'm gonna put in there is I've never used braid, but I bought that 80-pound Cast King braid. I'm gonna put that in that reel. I haven't done it yet, but that's what I'm going to do for next time I get out there. I'm going to make sure I have that rod on there, or that Piscifon Chaos 60 is going to be spooled up and put on my Uncle Lou rod, and then that spinning rod I have, I'm going to unspool that and put that 80-pound Cast King braid on there.
I was just showing off this one. These are only $60, man. And these are some dang good reels. They're
What is it?
Sal Galing Surfmaster 30.
Well, that's what I have. I have the I don't know which actual reel I have, but it's the Sound Gangly or whatever the hell it's called.
Galing?
Yeah, I have one of those. It ain't as big as that one though.
Yeah, these are nice.
The only thing I don't like is the bait clicker kind of sucked on the one I have. It's a quiet bait clicker.
Yeah, see, I have.
My now, see, I have a Cast King Rover 90, and that bait clicker, I can hear that damn thing from about 100 yards away. That Cast King Rover 90, woo! You can hear it
I feel like that's the
no matter
only
where
bad
you
thing
at.
about these is like this one. The clicker on this one is loud, but I've got
Now,
5
see,
other
yeah, that
ones.
sounds louder than mine.
The other 5 that I have, I think only 1 out of the other 5 are loud.
What's
They're
up,
super quiet.
252 in the house?
Super quiet. This one's loud though. This is the one. I'll put this one the furthest away from me on the bank, and then I'll have the other ones like right in
Yeah.
front of me or like close to me.
Yeah,
I
that
go
one sounds loud.
loudest to most quiet.
Right. You want too quiet, you gotta go ahead and slap a bell on it. But no, that one actually sounds loud. Mine is quiet as hell. It's a small reel though.
That's really the only downside to these reels, in my opinion, is the bait clicker. Like for the price, if the bait clickers were more consistent, they'd probably charge more money.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the I can still hear it fair enough, but no, not compared to my Cast King.
Yeah, my buddy's got some
Now
Cast Kings. They're
I
pretty
gotta
nice.
check out that Kitchen Fun real quick. Hold on a minute. I see the box right here. I haven't spooled it yet, but let's see. Okay, I got the drag there.
Dang, 27.
Oh yeah, that sounds loud. That sounds like that's gonna be all right. That's
Yeah,
the Pissy Fun KI60. I'm gonna put this bad boy on one of my Uncle Lou routes. I got 2 of the Uncle Lou's. I'm kind of fading out in the light there. I don't know why, but
those PC funds look nice.
yeah.
I was looking at them for a while.
But yeah, that sounds pretty loud. So I should be good with that.
Seems like all my
It just seems this is about the same size as my damn Sangerling or whatever it's called, though. It's about the same size. Like spool.
Did you have like the Warrior 60 or something like that?
This one here is the Chaos 60 as far as the Pissy Fun. I don't know what my Sangerlang is or however
Like
you
one of
say
the,
it. I just know
was it
it starts
red
with
or
S.
orange?
It's Chinese as shit. I don't know what it is, but uh, that one is literally. I'm looking at this and it's literally the same size as that reel.
Yeah.
But I'm liking the actual noise to this compared to that one. The only thing I don't like about this versus that reel has the thumb bar. This one has that stupid push button.
Oh
It's
yeah.
got the push button instead of the thumb bar. I like the thumb bar for casting, but it's a Piscifun Chaos 60. It's all a rave throughout the community, so I decided to go ahead and buy one.
They're nice. I
I
was
treated
looking at.
myself when I got a bonus at work for Christmas, so it's gonna go on one of my Uncle Lou rides.
I got these because I don't go to the ocean that much, but I go like maybe once a year or whatever, and they're saltwater friendly. Because I had an Abu and I took it to the ocean and it destroyed it.
Hey, what's going on, Anthony? I appreciate you dropping by. You're a big fan of fishing. That's sweet. And thank you for coming by from James Guype. I will check you out fairly soon. The next 2 days, I'm working 11 hours each day, but I will make sure to come back by your channel, buddy. I appreciate you, and I know James Guype channel. I've met a lot of great people over there.
I've been to James's channel a couple of times.
I'll tell you one thing. If you go over there, and you wait for a while, you will find some great outdoor channels and stuff coming through there. Like, if you go in there and you speak right away, you're probably going to get a lot of channels that maybe you don't want to connect with. I personally love everybody around the world, all different types of communities and stuff. So I'm a little different than most people. But if you specifically want to make sure you're only dealing with outdoors people, hunting, fishing, camping, preppers, whatever else, just sit back there in the background and don't talk and wait for the links to be dropped for those types of channels. And you'll meet a lot of great people that way too.
Yeah.
Me personally, I get down worldwide in a lot of different communities. I'm glad to meet people from all over the world. If they stick here, they do. If they don't, they don't. But I'm down for anything. As long as you're good people, you want to have some fun, you want to chit chat, you want to hang out. You want to show me sitting on the ice camping in Alaska, or you want to be on the south of the border eating a chili dog. I don't give a damn what you're doing. I fished one time in Alaska. Oh, I bet that's some good stuff up there. Alaska's got some great fish. Tinkerbell! Got Tinkerbell in the house. Hey, girl. I love Tinkerbell. Mwah, mwah, mwah. If y'all have never heard that little thing from hers, she might have gotten away from that, I don't know. But if she's still running that little soundboard, keyboard thing she had this awesome little thing that was just like, mwah, mwah, mwah. It would blow you kisses.
She was doing the soundboard.
I love Tinkerbell. She's hilarious. Great singer, great person, great supporter. Good night, Valerie.
Good night.
And please, anytime you, if you're still there, anytime you catch Will going live soon, alert me. I did miss his second live, but just try to alert me anytime, and if I catch it, I'll share him out. I want to help him just as much as you do. He's a great guy. The few times I've caught him and actually been able to tune in and watch, I've loved it.
Andy Monster.
Yeah, I remember you showing that one night too, that big old spool.
Yeah. It's actually pretty cheap if you get it in a big spool like that.
Yeah. Most line is. It's kind of weird. Most line is that way. The bigger the spool, the less cost
like
per
drugs.
yard.
It's kind of like drugs. You get a better price if you buy them in bulk.
Yeah. I'm almost tempted to go to my car and get my Uncle Lou rod that has the Songer Lang on there so I can show you. It's about the same damn. It's about the same damn size as this, though. It's literally, I'm telling you, by looking at this, I think it's the same damn size.
Yeah.
This thing literally looks like my Songer Lang. But yet, this is that freaking Chaos 60 that everybody raves about.
Is it like
No. That? No, I think it's even smaller than that. I don't know.
Oh, really? This is
and yours definitely looks different. Mine is silver and green. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go out to my freezing ass car and get my. I'm gonna get both of my rods. One has the Cast King Rover, and the other one has the Songer Lang. I'll be right back. me turn my camera off and stuff. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my rods and my reels. Even the crazy spinning reel. I'm gonna get my ugly stick spinning reel too. Because I thought it was cheap. But when I look back on my purchases, I actually spent $83 on that damn spinning reel. I'll be right back.
Clicker sound. Yeah, I don't know why it always does that. It gets a lot louder if I turn the clicker on though. Leaves that blue on my finger. Hold on. Leaves a blue behind on me. It is a Sal Galing Surfmaster 30. It's like a knockoff kayak catfish reel. Chinese version of it. What's up, pork chop? Jody, Kenneth, JBT, Caramel, or Carmel. I feel like as a name it would probably be Carmel. How old am I? How old do you think I am? I'm old enough to have 6 kids.
What did I walk back into?
You get it?
Sorry that took longer than expected. It's actually snowing and raining and sleeting all at the same time. There's like flakes, but yet it's pouring, yet there's ice involved too. But I finally got all 3 arrived out of the car and back in the house now.
35.
As soon as that roll
26. Yeah, I know. I'm too fertile. I'm 29. I'm in between y'all's guesses.
All right. Let me show these what I got here. Let's see, solo. All right. So on this Uncle Lou rod here, I have the Cass King Rover 90. This is beast. It's a big boy. That's the Cass King Rover 90. It's got a super loud clicker. That clicker on this thing is the one that, kind of like you said, you put farthest away from you.
Yeah.
That clicker is loud as shit. So that's what I got on one Uncle Lou rod is the Cass King Rover 90. Everybody knows that rod, or that reel. Here's the Sarangalang, or whatever the hell you call it. Here's the one I have. Look how tiny this thing is. Here it is right here. It's silver and green is the one I have. But see, it's got the thumb bar. I love that thumb bar.
Nicer one.
But that's the one. There it is right there. XL T6000. That's what I have.
The S.
And it's not bad.
600R.
Or yeah, hold on. Yeah, you're right. 600R. I thought it said 6000. 600R. Because the R probably means right-handed, I'm assuming. So yeah, I got the XT600 right-handed. And it's not bad. But the bait clicker, in my opinion, sucks balls. That's it. I'm pulling the drag right now. You don't hear nothing coming out hardly. You hear it when you reel.
Yeah.
You hear that? It sounds loud when you reel, but when the fish is running with it, you don't hear it. The bait clicker sucks. Now here's the one that cracked me up. This is my ugly stick that I've had for like 15 years. I got a big old ugly stick here. And it's not any of those cool things or anything. It's literally your basic ugly stick. There's no like cool name to it. It's just an ugly stick. It was at Walmart. Generic as shit. But here's the kicker. This reel, this big fat ass spinning reel I have here, for some reason I thought it was a cheap one. Even though it's big and it's nice and it holds a lot of string or whatever. I thought for some reason I had a generic spinning reel.
That's what.
But when I went to start purchasing some stuff for this giveaway, I looked at my previous purchases, and this thing it's a 13 plus 1 bearings. It's called a LS 12,000 by Dr. Fish, and it's called a long shot. So that's what the LS is. So this is a long shot 12,000 by Dr. Fish. This fucking thing was $83. I don't remember that. So it must have been a gift I wanted to give myself. It's got a big old giant power handle on it too. But yeah, $83 freaking dollars. I don't remember that. So apparently it's a decent damn spinning reel.
Yeah. It might be like a name brand reel over in like the UK or something.
Yeah. I mean, 13 one ball bearings. What's going on, Polar Bear?
Oh, yours has 13 ball bearings. Mine has 14. I'm just playing.
Yeah, this one right here, right on the front of it, it says 13 plus 1. So I guess that would be 14. I don't know. It says 13 plus 1 bearings. And it's called a long shot, and it's by Dr. Fish. It just sounds generic to me. Dr.
Yeah.
Fish. I mean, come on, that sounds generic.
He has his
So,
PhD in fishing.
right. No, that would be Epic. Epic is the PhD.
Yeah,
He's the professor.
A scientist of catfish.
Yeah, Epic is the professor. Anyways, I don't know. All I'm saying is it's a massive ass reel. I thought it was generic, but I do like the action on it. Like this is actually the reel and rod that I caught the 32.8 pound flathead on. But I look at it and I think, oh, that's just a generic ass name or whatever. But it was $83, so it can't be too generic. My Cast King didn't even cost that much. That big ass Cast King I have on here, that Rover 90, that was only like $60, I think. The Saranga Lang was only like $30.
I'm ready to go fishing, man.
I forgot I put myself on big screen. My bad. Let me get out of there. There you go. I forgot I went to full screen to show off those reels.
Heck yeah. I'm ready to go fishing. I already got it spooled up and rigged. Anchor fishing.
You ready for that tournament?
I'm as ready as I can be.
Hey, man, throw some bait on the hook. Throw the hook in the water. Do what you can do, man.
Heck yeah.
That's all there is to it.
That's all. I'm going to do
If they bring in 60 pounds and you bring in 10 pounds, doesn't matter because you was out there. That's all I got to say about that one, man.
Yeah.
Jody whooped my ass big time. A couple of them shows. But then there was times where everybody skunked but me. So, hey. All you can do is get out there on the water, man. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Get your name and your face out there.
Polar bear.
And have fun doing it.
Yep. The best part is I'm not even paying the tournament fee, so it doesn't even affect me.
So, yeah, you just get out. You get to go out there and have fun and fish. And if y'all win, you get a cut.
Yep. He said, because he's the one putting it on, I have to check everybody's live wells in their boat. Like when they register, I have to walk back with them to their boat and like go through all their drawers in their boat to make sure there's no
Right, make sure ain't shit on the boat before they hit the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, that's gonna be your job, and then if we win, I'll give you a cut for doing that. I was like, heck yeah, man. Like, I'll go to the tournament for free any day. Plus, if we win, they're gonna be like out there taking our pictures and putting us in the newspaper and stuff. I might get 3 subscribers. I got a 30-pack of these for free. I'd rather drink Keystone Light.
That's what I said earlier. I'm drinking Keystone Light, and I definitely don't want to drink a Keystone Light. Oh, no, wait. Actually, I said Natty Light. I would drink a Natty Light before a Busch Light. But, hey, if it's free, I'm going to take it.
Oh,
I ain't going to lie.
We got him.
I'm almost mad again. You got a 30-pack, and I'm out.
We got him a 12-pack of Shiner for Christmas, and he was like, well, do you want these Busch Lights? I was like, sure.
Right. Hand them over, buddy.
Looking for something to drink after I finished all my good stuff.
Rolling Rock, Corona, Michelob. You got one with me there, buddy. I love Corona in the summertime. Hanging out by the pool or by the water with some Corona with lemon and lime. Mm. Rolling Rock, I don't like so much. And Michelob is too bland. But that Corona in the summertime, same thing with margaritas. I don't drink margaritas year round, but I love them in the summer. They're so refreshing with that citrus.
For sure.
I've never been in the green bottle beers except for Mickey's, but that was a malt liquor, so that don't count as a beer.
Oh,
Rolling
drink
Rock,
Mickey's anymore.
Heineken, all that crap that's in those green beer, the green bottles, I didn't like except for Mickey's.
Mickey's makes me sick when I drink it. I got so drunk off of it one time I can't even stand the smell of it. That and Still Reserve, I can't even.
Yeah. See, I
I've
used
been
to,
too
I used to
drunk
pound
off
the Still
of it.
Reserves. I used to pound the
So-
Still Reserves back in the day until I found Four Loko.
We got so drunk off of them, the whole world would start spinning.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah,
I hate
Still
this.
Reserves they taste like crap. You'd have to slam like one or two just to get that taste out of your mouth, and then you're like lit by then, so you were okay to go ahead and sip on them the rest of the night.
You got to get so drunk you can't taste anymore.
Right. That's why Corona's really called Corona. You can't taste no more. Oh my god, I remember when this shit first came out and some of the fools was like, oh, I can't drink Corona. They thought it was from the beer, Corona. There were some fools who thought that in the beginning. They heard the word Corona and they thought it was from the beer. I'm like, are you shitting me? This is the country I live in. People are that retarded or goopy.
Have you seen that YouTube short where the guy like coughs or whatever and he's like, Corona? He's like at a convenience store. He walks up to the counter and he puts a Corona down. He's like, the lady next to him takes off running.
No.
He's like, I guess she doesn't like beer.
I'm just sorry. I felt so ashamed, like in the beginning when it happened, and everybody thought it was that. Which really cracks me up because if you think about it, this shit's been around. Not this strand, not the 19, but the actual name coronavirus has been around before. It's actually a type. And if you look at old Lysol cans and old Lysol bottles, it actually says disinfects against coronavirus.
Yeah.
Because, this is a new strand and a new thing that came around, but the actual, like, what a coronavirus is not new. So you can actually literally look at an old Lysol can from like 20 years ago, and it's going to say that it fights against the norovirus and the whatever and coronavirus.
Yeah.
So the fact that when it first came out this time around for the 19, it kind of cracked me up to some people. Was like, oh my god, you can't drink Corona because you're going to get this. It's like, I just can't. I can't with these people.
That's not even the craziest stuff I've heard, but I don't even want to go into it.
No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, we won't go down that full rabbit hole. Let's just say that's enough to let you know how ridiculous shit can be. That's how ridiculous shit can be. We'll leave it at that. I ain't trying to get kicked off YouTube before I even get started.
Man.
Can somebody let me know if that link is higher yet? I'm just curious with the banking cats. If somebody in chat can click that link right there and let me know if it's gone up or is it still stuck at 93.
The banking cats.
Yeah.
I know I subbed to them.
They got up to like 95 a couple times, but then they look like a dead channel, so some people left. I'm just curious.
I think
They
sometimes
started
YouTube
at like
is crazy.
35 or 40 when I first started pushing them, and then they like went blank for a little while. But they even popped in here tonight earlier. 95? Uh-oh. That's 2 more since they started tonight.
Every time
And
I
think
look at
about
my
it. Think about it. If they
subscriber
only
count,
have 100, if they only have 100 subscribers, and you get in on the giveaway, you got a pretty good shot.
yeah,
Because not everybody's going to be there.
for sure.
Thank you, everybody, for letting me know. Yeah, 5 away. Debbie Key wants to see that reel again.
Which one?
Which one? It's got like 20 back there.
Are you talking or to me or yours? Oh, okay. Hold on.
He's talking to you. I need to get me a rod holder eventually back there too. I can't wait till I set my garage up. Is that what the new line just put on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that rod looks, or that reel looks way better than mine.
They
That clicker
advertise
sounded
it to
better
be
too.
like a tuna reel, like you catch tuna and marlin, and
Oh yeah, that's definitely better than mine.
it's saltwater and
Yeah,
freshwater.
mine's freshwater. I mean, it might have the salt resistant shit in it, but your reel is definitely way better than this one. I
Basically,
can
this is
tell.
just a knockoff kayak catfish Dave reel.
He said kayak catfish day. You just named 2 people.
Kayak catfish and catfish Dave use these like they use the
Yeah,
Daiwa Saltus and the Daiwa Seagates. This is just
yeah.
a knockoff version of it for half
Mine's
the
a
price or
knockoff
a
of a
third the price.
Walmart or something. I don't know. All I know is this thing was only like $30, and I won't lie. Like castability, this motherfucker right here gets out there. I ain't gonna lie. It's cheap. It's generic. It's the same name brand as yours right there, but it's a little real. But I ain't gonna lie. When I zip this out there, this bad boy casts pretty good. But yeah, right there, the same name brand. It's just you got a good reel there. This one's cheap. Here, let me give you the full screen so you can see it fully.
I just wanted to show
Solo layout.
JBT the name of it.
Yeah,
It's
that's the same
so
reel I got, company
it's
wise.
so you gay Islang Salgay Islang.
Just call it Savonga Lang. I can never pronounce it, but look, yeah, I'll do the same thing. Hold on, let me exit that solo layout and let me do mine. It's the same thing. I gotta turn this way though. Mine's gonna be harder to see because it's just a silver rod, but yeah, you can't even see it there. You can't see it. There's too much glare. But you see that S there. There you go. There you go. You can kind of see it right there. Same reel, brand name, anyways. Just yeah, you got a beast of a reel over there. I got the small version for lakes, I guess. But I'll tell you one
JBT
thing.
said Catfish Dave never heard of her.
No, actually, he has. I've heard him mention that name brand before that we're talking about right now. I've heard him say that name before.
Really?
Sawangalang or whatever the hell it is. I've literally heard him say that in a video before.
I know
And I think Justin Kayak has too. You're talking when you say kayak, I assume you're talking about Justin.
Justin Johnson.
Yeah, he's mentioned that name before too. I don't think they're like big supporters or anything of them, but they've mentioned them before.
Yeah. Well, for the price and the quality, I think they're worth it because
Yeah,
I don't really.
that's what I'm saying. This one it zips it out there. It's one of my farthest casting reels. Now I haven't done the Chaos 60 yet, so once I get that on there, I'll be able to confirm or deny its thing. But
This one's
but it's,
the. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, man.
This
I was
one's
just
the
looking at
Sal
my shit
Galen,
again.
the Surfmaster 30, and then I'll show you the Surfmaster 50.
So that's probably even bigger.
Yeah. That one is kind of like the Seagate, and then this one is kind of like the Saltist, I think. It's the Surfmaster 50. It's just wider. It holds more line. It's basically the exact same thing, just more line.
Yeah. Now, see, you
And the
have the
clicker
ones
is
that are
not very
free
loud.
spool. You don't have yours. Don't have the level wind or whatever. Yours
Yeah.
is the free. Yeah. Thumbing.
Use your thumb.
You have to thumb it.
Every single reel I had at one point went all of them. The level lines went out. So I was just like, man, I want to get those ones that Kayak Catfish has. And then
Without the
whenever
level line, yeah.
I went and looked at the price, and I was just like, no, can't do that. It's like I can't even pay that much for a rod and reel combo. Like, I mean, I
Yeah, I
guess
looked
I
at his
could.
links one. I looked at his links one day, and I went to see what they were like, and I saw those prices, and pretty much said the same damn thing. I'm like, nope, sorry, buddy, you ain't getting no kickback from me because I'm not purchasing that. When it's like $130 for a reel, I'm like, come on, I paid less than that for an Uncle Lou rod.
I got this one from Academy, and it's actually been pretty good. It was only $30. It has a level wind on it. It's the H2O Express. It's just a cheap conventional reel. I mean, but it's been good. Like, it's been really good. $30. I don't know if I just got lucky and got a good one or what, but it's been good.
She said, yeah, mine cast far. I beat mine in hell, and it's still good.
Which one is he talking about? Oh, C3.
Yeah, just get back out there, Polar Bear. I can't wait for it either. Clayton, if you don't know Polar Bear, I suggest hooking up with him sometime. He's a great dude.
Yeah.
He'll be back out there in the spring and shit, probably. But one of my very, very first subscribers ever. Snake
He was
River,
on my first live
the
stream.
Animal, and Polar Bear, I think, was one of my very first subs. Good people.
He showed up to my very first live stream whenever I was like just
Yeah.
talking about my gear and stuff.
Yep.
Good dude.
Polar Bear is
See him
awesome.
everywhere. Got the dropper loop rigs on this one. I'm ready, man. I'm gonna have as many hooks and baits in the water as I can.
Hey, yeah, get out there and do it, man.
Arrowhead has some big blues in it, big blues and flatheads, but mostly blue cats. Big one, like
Somebody caught an 80-pounder out of our lake a couple years back.
the
So
guy that I
we got
know.
him.
He
Now, what I
puts up
love about my lake
amazing.
is I know for a fact we have all three of the big three. You know, we got the channels, the blues, and the flatheads. Like I said, the flathead I caught this year was 32.8 pounds. I got that one measured on a scale, but I didn't do any filming or pictures or anything at that time. I didn't know shit. I did have my phone, so I put them on the ground and I took a picture because I'm like, holy shit. Put them on the ground, took a picture, got them back in the water, got them revived, let them go. But I didn't know nothing about actually like filming and shit, so I didn't get anything better than the picture. I
Just
caught 26-pound channel cats out of here. And I know we have the big ass blues too. And then, like I said, like 2 years ago in the middle of winter, somebody caught an 80 plus pounder out of here.
Yeah. Brad, I need
That
bank
shit made.
sinkers if you're still here.
Hold on, man. Let me put that back on the big screen. What do you got there?
Just a big 4-ounce bank sinker.
Oh,
Brad
yeah.
makes these, right? Or he makes the flat ones? Or is it like this?
Yeah. That's what I got was a bunch of the coin sinkers. I got 10 pounds of 4 ounces, and I got 5 pounds of the 2 ounces in the coin sinker because that's my favorite. I don't know why, that's just my favorite.
Is it the coin sinker? Are you talking about? Is it like the through hole like this?
Yeah, I can show you one right here.
Heck yeah! Is it got the little brass?
Where's the yeah, the little brass ring? There it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
See, I got my sinker
those are
slide
great.
there, and I got the yeah, it's just a flat
Yep, the
ass
way I do
sinker, and it's
these,
got the little thing on the end of it.
heck yeah, the way I do these, the double or dropper loop rig, the high low rig, is I just tie a loop at the end, kind of like River Certified,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just loop it through. It seems to work pretty good too, like for anchoring and for suspend fishing.
Yeah. I would love to be able to get out there and do some kind of suspend fishing, but I ain't got no boat.
Come if you're
But
ever in
that's what I
Texas,
like
man,
about the
hit me
whole
up.
like Santee Cooper. That's what I like about the Santee Cooper rig type thing. Not only does it help you in snaggy situations or like a deep, thick, muddy or leafy bottom, it also actually acts like you're suspending. If you set your depth right and you get it out there, that float is going to take it up enough that it's almost like you're suspending, even though you're on the bank.
Yeah.
Because it's going to raise that bait up off the bottom, just as if you were sitting on a boat suspended.
Yep. I'm really this year. I'm gonna be hitting it hard, man. Like I'm gonna be going as much as possible. I had to take, or well, I didn't have to, but with the virus and stuff going around, my wife is a social worker, so she makes a lot better money than I can anywhere. We just had a baby. Uh, well, a year ago we had a baby, so I started staying home, like stay at home dad. So I've just been like all last year, basically, I was broke. Oh yeah, the Sal Galings are nice. I feel like if they figure it out, they're gonna start charging more money for them. That's why I bought 6 of them when I could. I was like,
Get it while
what
you
about
can.
Surgeon's Knot? Yep,
Yeah, that's like my lady. She makes way more money than I do.
2 through 8 ounces. Heck
And
yeah,
she
man.
only works 3 days a week. That's the crazy part. That's why I'm hoping that, I can semi-retire too. I call her semi-retired, even though she brings in all the money. She only works 3 days a week, and she don't work Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Got the whole damn weekend off. Um, but yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do that in 2 years. Once we buy this house off, like, hey, I'm gonna go down to 3 days like you.
Before, right before I started making a YouTube channel, I was fishing hard, man, and I was catching good fish on a regular basis. But I had money, I had a job, you know what I mean? I had time, I didn't have a baby. I just chose a bad time, I think, to make a YouTube channel. I was like, man, I need to get content out. Let me go to the closest body of water that has no fish in it and just try to get content from it.
Hey, that's all it takes, man. Just put up some videos. I don't
Yep.
care if they're short, whatever, or hell, like these little late night chit chats and stuff. You just go out there and put anything up, and you'll get some views no matter what. Some people might subscribe, some people won't. Who cares? Just do your thing, man.
I started carp fishing hard because the
You
lake
said,
was
what do you
closest
film
to me.
with? JBT was wanting to know what you film with.
I use a GoPro Hero Black 8 or Hero, the Black 8 GoPro. I started off with my phone.
That's all I use is my phone. I did buy a 4K digital camera thing, but I'm like, I can't go live with that. I like to live, so I can sit there and chit chat and shoot the shit with the chat while I'm fishing.
Yeah.
So I haven't used that camera yet.
I know with the GoPro that you can go live. I just haven't tried it yet. I think you can get like the older ones, like a GoPro 5 or something, and they're just as good, basically, from what I've read online or I've seen reviews and stuff. Or maybe not just as good, but they work. You know, like it'll give you
Yeah.
decent footage.
Yeah, I put one in my cart, I think a year and a half ago, just because when I was watching channels and stuff, I always saw a GoPro this and a GoPro that, and I'd see like um oh, what's his name? Is it Josh from the Stash Fam over there? I know he has the GoPro and stuff, and I was like watching the stuff, but then once I started getting, around more, and I finally came across Chunky's live, I was like, that live is more fun. What's going on, Stan? Yeah, I know, buddy. Everybody's been saying that tonight. My phone got rained on, and I think that might be what's going on with the microphone.
It actually sounds better right now than it did when you first started.
Maybe you guys just got used to it.
No, I think I really did notice, like, when you first started, it was real bad. Like you sounded like a robot, and then
Yeah.
whenever you left and came back, it sounded a little better, and then it kind of started sounding bad, and then it started sounding good, and then it was bad and good and bad and good.
Yeah.
It's like now it's kind of evened out, I think.
Yep. Stan says it sounds bad right now. I know, buddy. That might be. Yeah, I know. We also had the rice discussion earlier already, too, about drawing the moisture out.
You get those little the silica packets from beef jerky.
Yeah, that's what Alicia said
Yeah.
from like the beef jerky packets and stuff. But yeah, we've all discussed that this evening and just kind of decided it is what it is. I thought I was gonna leave, and I said, "Give me a thumbs up if you want me to stay. Give me a thumbs down if you want me to leave." They all started throwing thumbs up, so I hung out.
Did you notice that like 4 of those thumbs up were me?
I just saw a whole bunch of thumbs up. I didn't see who.
I just started putting thumbs and thumbs and thumbs.
Yeah, I just saw like thumbs flying by on the screen, so I hung out. I was like, hell with it. If you guys want to chit chat amongst yourselves and listen to me sound like a robot, we'll go for it.
I mean, it sounds a little bad, but you can still understand you. Like it's not like that bad, but it's not as good as it has been.
Yeah, I'll probably throw it in rice and then maybe, like I said, try to blow it out just in case maybe a chunk of something got stuck in there. I don't know. Maybe when I stuck it in my pocket after I got in the car, it got some, pocket crumbs in there. Who knows?
Bad scales.
Hello, Bookhead Life. What's going on? But yeah, this year I'm definitely I'm gonna be happy once I can start getting out there more again. Last year was the first year I ever got out early for me was March. Because kind of like you said, the whole pandemic and all that stuff, I was out of work for a little while and I was stressed out, and my lady was like, "You need to go fishing. You need to get out there and relax. I'll take care of things until you get back to work." So I was like, hell yeah. So I started fishing, and man, I was catching fish that I never caught before because I was out there earlier. I was catching like 5-pound trout and stuff. I was catching these big old rainbow trout. I caught a Colorado gold trout. I was catching like slab crappies like you won't believe because it was like early, it's March. It's like kind of leading into spring, and I was just catching fish that I normally didn't catch because I never liked to get out there until it was like, 70 degrees at least. So I had a lot of fun this year. I just started YouTube a little too late, in my opinion, because if I had started it in the beginning of the year, man, I'd already had a lot of great content up. So this year, I'm gonna try to go ahead and do it. Get out there more and get out there even earlier. I mean, January, I've already done it. I've gone out once. It was 25 degrees. It was January, and I caught a catfish. So I've technically already started earlier and got a fish on camera. One time out, one fish caught, no skunk. Let's try to do that the whole year.
Yeah. And I had some fun filming the carp fishing. Carp fishing is fast paced. It's kind of like bluegill.
Yeah, if you get you a nice carp spot and you got the, and they're hitting what you're throwing out, it's fun. I'm a catfisherman by nature, but I do actually love all fish. That's why my little short clip that I put up and I keep it up at the top is because it shows that I catch everything. It shows a bluegill, it shows a carp, it shows all the major 3 catfish, it shows a gar, it shows a drum, and it shows a carp. So basically, your general good variety of all the fish. Yeah. Actually, I think have you seen it yet? Because I think I have it back here in my my thing here. I don't know if everybody's seen it. It's stupid, it's short, and it's quick. I'm just gonna go ahead and play it.
It has like the heart.
Here it goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think most people have seen it. I don't know if they all have, but here we go, just in case. Yeah, it's just. Oh yeah, I forgot I had a bass on there too. Ah, crap! I wonder if I'm gonna get a copyright claim though, because I don't have that information for that song in there. Oh well.
For your own video.
Who cares if I do? I get them all the time.
Okay. I got my clippers over there waiting. As soon as you hit 1,000.
Thanks, Andy. Andy says, Clayton, looking forward to more live stream fishing. You too, Mike. If you stream it, I'll be watching. Appreciate that, man. Okay. There would definitely be a lot of fishing this year from me. Sometimes
from the tournament.
I'll probably go live for a lot of it, but then sometimes I'll probably just film and then because you can technically, by the way, if you don't notice it, Clayton, with that StreamYard, when you do your live thing, you can technically make it not public. You can make it private and record only. And then you can download that recording and cut out the pieces you want to make a video from it.
Oh, really?
So if you didn't know that, you can do that with StreamYard. You can actually, you don't have to go live to where people are going to know you're live. You can technically hit record only and record like 6 or 7 hours and then download that and then chop the video out of it. Just a little heads up, little piece of information.
I know whenever I get to that tournament, if we're getting bites or if it seems like it's on, I'm probably going to go live. But if we get there, we're not even getting a bite.
I think it's Sunday, JBT. Yeah.
From 5 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. And it's Lake Arrowhead, so there's going to be some monsters. I know there are. Because there's guys out there that have boats like Steve Douglas, and they got the live scope, and they got the Mad Cats rods with Abu 7000s, and they got Magellan, everything head to toes Magellan stuff. They're like decked out. I'll be out there in my overalls, my roughneck rods.
I want from the bank.
I'll be on a boat. We'll be on a boat.
Oh, you're on a boat. Okay.
Yeah. It just won't be like a fancy boat. It's just like a regular old, I mean, it's nice. It's better than the boat I got. But it's pretty new.
Hey, you're going to be floating on the water, man. Floating on the water with some line in the water. So, shit. It is what it is.
My boat's okay.
If you need all that fancy gear to tell you where the fish are, you might not really truly be a fisherman. You look at the water and you're going to know where the fish is at.
A lot of people say that.
Brad says I catch a lot of bait. Hell yeah, I do. You know what bait's good for? Catching bigger fish. You wait till next season, buddy. You wait till next season. For those of you who haven't actually gone back and looked through my videos, there's plenty of videos I've already posted from last season before I started going live that shows some damn decent fish. Plenty of 8 and 10 pound. I caught plenty of 8 and 10 pound channel cats on some of my videos that I posted before going live.
Okay.
I caught. There was also one day it was called hot bite on a hot windy day or some shit like that. Man, I caught like 20 fish that day. They just wouldn't stop hitting. One of them I saved their life because I pulled him out and he had like 30 leeches underneath his chin. So I grabbed some pliers and yanked all the leeches off and got him back in the water healthy. But there was one where I was fishing on the dock and I caught like 5 that day. I think I only got 3 on camera, but I caught 5 that day, and they were all between 8 and 12 pounds, and those were just channel cats. So 8 to 12 pound channels is pretty decent channels in general.
Heck yeah. The other day after I went live, I caught 6 that were anywhere between 2 and 6 ounces.
You said 2 and 6 ounces. Hey, you still caught fish though.
Yeah,
but you caught fish.
I still have the footage too. I just need to edit it. I'm probably gonna make like a short and call it like Dinkathon 2022 or something. I'm gonna give it like a goofy ass name.
Right. You wonder where the fish was at?
Very true. You're only as good as the waters you fish. And you're only as good as you know the waters that you fish.
See that I'm more along the lines as like two stands and some people when they talk about like granted we all dream of landing like that 80-pound fish or that 100-pound fish or whatever else. But if you go to a place and you're fishing there and you know the biggest fish in that lake that's ever been caught is probably 10 pounds and you catch you an 8-pounder, then you should be happy as all damn hell. You should be thrilled because you know you're only 2 pounds shy of the biggest fish ever caught out of that body of water.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I get thrilled as shit. That little bitty what was it, like a pound and a half or 2 pound catfish I caught the other day? You know, what was that, 2 weeks ago, I think? That Tuesday I was out there freezing my ass off. That fish I caught was like this big. I was thrilled as shit. It's January. I ain't never fished in January. I went out there. First time I went fishing this year. And I did end up hooking into a fish. I was happy as shit. Little 2 pound catfish. I was thrilled as if it was a 40-pounder. Would I rather have been a 40-pounder? Yes. But my joy level was just as high as if it was a 40-pounder. I know, Brad.
My buddy has a sticker that says that it's like it's either catfish or it's a bait fish.
Yep.
Every time I'm like, hey, you want to go catch some green sunfish with me at the creek? He's like, you go catch them and then we can go catfishing afterwards.
Right. That's one of my favorites, the green sunfish. My 2 favorites, though, is chopping up a bullhead or a live one, but usually chopping them up because my live bullheads usually just seem to live all night long, but my chopped up ones usually end up getting eaten. And then those little hybrid stripers, that's my favorite. If I ever catch a hybrid striper when I'm bait fishing, it's going on immediately. I don't care what I got out there. I'm reeling in one of them reels, and I'm hooking that bad boy on live and throwing them back out there. I love hybrid striped bass for bait.
Run the river before you use the sonar. Do you want me to bring a live bullhead on the screen real quick?
If you got one.
I got a bunch of. I got sunfish too, green sunfish.
Hell yeah. Feel free.
I'll get it. I'll get one.
He got bait for tomorrow. I actually had that in my tank too one time when I was doing Jody's tournaments. I caught a couple bullheads, so I brought them home and threw them in my turtle tank until I went back out to her next challenge.
Green sunfish.
Hell yeah.
Whoa!
That
Let me get a bullhead.
was about as graceful as Brian B's release on the catfish. That joker jumped right out of his hands. Slayton got him a live well over there.
It's harder to get the bullheads out.
Yep.
Dang, they've been fighting each other in there.
Yeah, I see that.
Up.
Half of his fins is gone.
I actually got the biggest green sunfish in there too on accident.
Yep.
Oh, he's camera shy.
Yeah, I love them bad boys for bait.
Oh, they're good bait. It just depends on where you're at, though. I mean,
Yeah, my third favorite is that big old like 7-inch to 8-inch big old bluegill. Just
like
hook them back behind the dorsal fin and zip them out there.
It's like if I tried to use them for bait from where I caught them from, I wouldn't catch anything. But if I take them to the lakes and stuff, I'll tear them up. I'll catch some good ones. Like 4 years ago, I went down to the creek and I caught a bunch of green sunfish that were like probably half the size of the two that I showed you. And we went to a creek. This was before I didn't even take pictures of my fish or anything. Like, and we just sat there and we caught like between 5 and 8 pound flatheads on every single one.
Yeah.
I drop it in, 5 pound flathead. Drop it in, 8 pound flathead. Drop it in, 6 pound flathead. It's like instant. I've tried to go back to that spot and do it again, and I can't. They're just not there anymore. Somebody else probably went and got them and killed them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got to be careful with those bullheads. They'll tear you up.
Yeah, the bullheads and then them tiny channels. The small channels will stick your ass too.
Tiny blue cats too. Have you ever tried to get those little blue cats out of your cast net? Oh my god, dude,
That's what I've never pulled up a crappie or a catfish in my cast nets.
Really?
But I think it's probably because I only throw them at schools of shad.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've ever caught anything else in there. I've literally only ever caught a shad when I throw my net. But it's because I'm specifically throwing it at the big school of shad that are there. Yeah. And I don't let it sink all the way to the bottom because I know it doesn't need to, at least when I'm throwing. I throw it, I count to like 2, and then I start pulling up. I did a little short video on that too. I was like, that's bait. I did a little short video on that before I started going live and shit off my dock. I threw the net out once and pulled it out, and I had like probably 100 shad in it. Because when they run through here, they literally just run on these big giant pools. They don't, when you first throw that net, you see them starting to scatter because they notice that. But there's so many of them that you still will pull out 100 per throw.
Yeah. Normally, whenever I'm doing it, we just got one of those like Piranha HD hummingbirds where it's just the sonar only. And my buddy will tell me, he'll be like, okay, I see a bunch of
throw it here.
Yeah, he'll be like, throw now. and I throw it, and I don't know. Normally, we'll pull up all kinds of different stuff: buffalo, carp, shad,
Yeah.
perch, crappie.
Yeah, there's some areas like behind Shelbyville Dam. I've pulled out a couple big ass like 2 pound suckers out of there, and that's been awesome. But as far as my lake, I never throw my net unless the shad are actually running and I'm by the dock. If I'm by one of my docks, I'll throw. Or if I'm by those stairs by the dam, I'll throw. Everywhere else is too rocky, and I'm worried I'll lose my net. But I've never caught a single fish out of my lake except for shad. I didn't even catch no crappie, no bluegill, nothing. It's been pure shad when I pull up.
There's a couple of lakes around here that it's real good for shad, but some places it's hard to find them.
Like I said, when I've been behind Shelbyville, there's been a few times I pulled up some suckers or little buffaloes out of it.
Yeah. I wish that was it Steve Adams? Somebody on here told me there were suckers. They were like, "There's red horse suckers here," or something.
It might have been
can't find
Steve. I don't know.
I can't find them anywhere, but I know that I've heard somebody on one of these live streams tell me that before.
Yeah.
That there was big red suckers, and I cannot find them. I want some. I want to try them for bait. I really want to try some.
I can see that.
Steve
I can see that in that area, but I don't recall it offhand, but it might have been somebody else's feed.
I'm probably gonna jump off here soon, man.
Yeah, me too. All night. I'm tired. And I work at 11 o'clock in the morning too. The next 2 days I'm working 11 hours, so I just know they have a specific time or not.
I'm starting a job Monday, so I don't get off normally until like 10:30 or 11 at night. I don't know what time would that be there? Like, well, you're 1 hour ahead of me.
Texas. No, I think Texas is the same time zone, at least as far as where Becca lives, because Becca always says she's in the same time zone as me. I'm Central Standard Time. Like right now, it's 2:38 in the morning.
Dang it! Oh, it's 2:38 here too.
Yeah, so we in the same time zone, which is crazy thinking about how far Texas is from Illinois. But
I figured.
yeah, I just remember that Becca always said she was in the same time as me. But yeah, it's I'll probably hop off here at 2:45 just to make it a nice even round number, because I work at 11, which means I need to get my ass up by about 8. So that'd be 5 hours. But I'm also gonna hang out before I go to bed. Go sip my last beer upstairs, eat me a little snack. So I'll probably give me a 4-hour nap before working 11 hours tomorrow. I'll be sure to be peeking in on people's channels while I can while I'm there. Thanks for popping up, Clayton. Thanks for showing off the reel, man. It is the same brand reel. It's just you got a beast mode reel, and mine's a small version.
Okay. Yeah, I like coming up, hanging out, man. It's fun.
Yeah, that Cast King I got is sick though, and apparently that spinner really is. I can't wait until I spool on that Cast King 80-pound braid and see how that reacts when I cast it.
Heck yeah.
It's on an ugly stick, so I got it's my biggest rod. It's not my best rod, 'cause my Uncle Lou rods are the best ones, but it's my like longest rod. So I think it's gonna really zip out there with that braid. I'll find out.
Yeah.
Andy A, Brad, Steve Locke, Stan. Just trying to shout out a few of the people that are still back there hanging out for a little bit. Appreciate you guys, because I mean it was a slow night, but I appreciate you guys hanging out. Yeah, I think that's the only ones that's been in here for a little while here. JBT, obviously. Clayton, obviously, up on the screen. Yeah, I think that's about it. William Porchop back there. But yeah, Maybe 240 is a nice round number.
Okay.
Yeah. 4 more minutes. If anybody wants to say anything, then I'm getting the hell out of here.
All right, man. I'll see you later.
Take
Thanks
it
for
easy,
chatting
brother.
with me.
Hey, no problem. Have a good one.
All right. Later, bro.
Carmel still hanging out back there too. What's up, bud? Appreciate it. I'm just gonna cut it out of here in 4 minutes just to make it a nice even round number there. Well, technically an odd number, but you know. Yeah, hopefully, Andy. I've never had a bad audio, so this kind of sucked that people were saying the audio was iffy. I know my speaker is down here on the bottom. I'm wondering if something got in there or if while I was walking to the car it got moisture in it. Night, Clayton. Thanks again for popping up. And yeah, I'll probably throw it in rice overnight. Then maybe try to blow dry it in the morning to see if there's something like stuck in the speaker area. I don't see anything in there, so it shouldn't be. Or maybe because of the rain, sleet, and snow that's outside, something's going on with my broadband to slow down the speed, but I wouldn't think so. And by the way, whoever is still back there chilling that was talking earlier, if you're still there, thanks for coming in tonight. Sorry my audio sucked. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to run upstairs and get some grub and just suspect some fun fishing spots out of me this year. I'm gonna make sure I go to some new spots. I'm definitely gonna hit my favorite spots. You guys are gonna see like the Shelbyville Spillway, Lake Taylorville Spillway. You might even see some of my creeks and back channels behind my lake and stuff if I feel like venturing into those. Definitely gonna get around a lot more. Especially now that I know how to do this camera stuff and I got my lights, my black light, and I got my Compex light, things like that, so I can do some good night shows for you. Thanks to Chunky giving me the tip about needing 80 watts. If you guys haven't heard that yet and you want to do a proper night show, you need 80 watts. That's straight from Chunky. I bought 220 watts and they did not work. I mean, they worked well enough, but they weren't great. He popped in and was like, buddy, you need 80 watts. So that's what I have now. I got an 80 watt light bar. And I got my Compex to help with the blue flooding. Good night, lurkers. I actually have a friend, channel that I watch, and they actually call their chat the Lurkers Lounge. We have a good time over there. I enjoy going over there. Great music, great scenery, great people. But yeah, they actually call it the Lurkers Lounge because there's a lot of times there's more people in there than there are chatting. All right, 12:44. Got about 1 minute left. Night, Carmel. Guys, have fun. Appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with me. There we go. 2:45. Signing out. Have a good night. Love y'all. Appreciate the support.